Oh, I forgot to actually move to the main menu. Hey, how's it going? Meowdy, konnichiwa, Krola, Kroloha? How many more are there? Hello? How go E? At this point, do I just make a big E, like bolded E as an emote? Is that what I do? Honest crow. Oh man. Make it happen. Wait, oh, not. What? Why did I see make it happen? I can't read. Oh no, that bodes poorly for the fact that I'm playing a visual novel style game. Uh-oh. No, it's fine, it's fine. We don't need to address that. We don't need to look at that. Calligraphy E. I don't know how to do it, Western calligraphy. I've seen it though. Very pretty. Anyway. Sorry, today's a very distracted day. It's a fun time like that. And I'm sure that won't, whoa, immediately into the... I wasn't prepared for it to go immediately into, like, objection theme. Oh, man. Anyway, what was happening last? Last time, we found out that, the theater major was stealing from the gas company. I think that's what it was. I think it's also the beeswax, probably? Wait. Was this wax not supposed to be here? No shot, right? I wasn't looking at the lock. Okay. This is quite a tough padlock.
What are you doing, Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh, I was just seeing if it was possible to force it open.
If you break it, I'm afraid you'll be forced to pay a fine.
Oh no! Oh, that was close then.
Perhaps tell me a little sooner next time.
Yeah, that's not what I was looking at. I was not looking at that. Actually, that's probably a good thing, because, it absolutely— oh no, please, turn it back around. That would've— okay, that would've locked onto the wrong thing. Is this the beeswax? It does look like it could be broken into. But it wasn't, so, I don't know. It blah blah blah. Obvious crime is obvious. Is it? No, how do I— But... I'm just gonna click present and hope that this is close enough to the wax for it to count.
Got it!
Please be close enough to the wax. It's not. No. I know what it is! The answer is right here! Clearly, this is highly suspicious. A rather vague answer, wouldn't you say, Counsel? What is highly suspicious, I would posit, is my learned Nipponese friend's panic-stricken expression. I don't claim to know much of the backwater from whence you hail. But I hear that the Nipponese are wont to cut open their stomachs when they recognize their failings. Please, don't hold back on our account. Why? Why do you hate me this much? Or if you're talking about the hole at the bottom, then like, I thought we already presented that. Wait, I thought I already I thought I already presented that last time. Cause it's how it was the fake coins were made, not where the opening is. Well, time to flip it. Unless it's like, oh hey, look, we found water here. There's this little hole in the bottom of the meter here, isn't there? And it looks as though it was made by somebody who didn't really have the right tools. Yeah, the box was tampered with, there's a hole at the bottom, but that doesn't...
It does actually go all the way through to the inside, though it's hard to see that unless you look closely. In fact, it goes right into the part of the meter where the money ends up.
I suppose it's nothing then.
Oh?
Well, you couldn't possibly extract a coin through such a small hole, could you?
No, I suppose not.
But then the question remains, why would somebody go to the effort of making a hole here? Is there evidence in here? Oh, shoot, you found me! I've been compromised. Ha, that's not the padlock, that's the coin insertion part, really? I mean, I thought it was the wax, but okay. This dramatic music is going and I actually don't know where to present anymore. Oh no. Okay, does this mean anything? Sounds like the gas man didn't find a single coin inside this meter.
But no one could survive a London winter without gas lamps, and certainly not without a gas stove.
How does it go? Out, out, brief candle, or something like that. Out, out, damned spot, actually. The game's just gaslighting me? Well, it's a good thing there's a lot of gas to go around, I guess.
Perhaps it's the same kind of spell that Mr. Shamspeare has been using to make the coins come out?
Magic or not, there must be some trace of the method he used on this meter somewhere. We need to look over it very— Okay, game, I get it. What crime? Well, my one little thing, my one I wish I could think. It's not helping in this case. I have lost the ability to. But, yeah, no, my one, thing earlier where I was like, oh, it's probably the beeswax, did not work. So now I have to look around for something else. Is it in there? No, because this is nothing. Oh my god. Like, what counts as evidence here? Wait, did it? No. Where on earth? Cause like, I would think it's the wax. Because that's the only thing that can melt. And then you could melt it out of the hole at the bottom. Either that or finding some evidence of water or something. Or snow, or something. Everything is poisonous. Oh, you're right, you're right. What? Is it the back being dirty? No. Like, I know what the trick was. Other hole? Sure, I'll try it. What do they have to say about the hole at the bottom? That's the thing that we looked up or said earlier to say that it was tampered with. Out, out, brief candle. Is there evidence on this thing? Can the remnants of the method used to make the fake candles? Okay. Okay. I need to think about it this way. Obviously, the coins, like the fake coins melting away, I'm not going to find the fake coins on here. That's just not going to happen. But in order to melt the coins in the first place, there needs to be some sort of heat source. So maybe there's evidence of like charring or something that I haven't seen, but maybe it exists. Is this charring or is this shadows? Dang it, that's shadows. Was it heated up somewhere? Unless this thing heats up while it's being used, in which case I'm just SOL. Where? How is it not the wax?
Like,
what were the coins made of? I don't know. Who knows? Not me at this point. I mean, I thought it was like snow or ice or something, or heck, maybe even the soap at first. The wax is meant to be there. That's fair. Unfortunately, that does mean that I don't know what it is I'm supposed to be looking for. Oh, we're back. Hello. I'm still trying to figure things out. I don't know, if it was soap, do you think that it was like... No, the soap was used to make the molds, though. I would have thought it would have been snow, because he did go outside, you know? And why would he go out into a London winter, if not for the snow to make the ice? It would also explain why the window is bricked up, but like, you know, loose bricks in that one spot so that he could store the soap molds. Like, I know how he did it, I just don't know where the evidence is. Ah! If it was snow or ice, why would you need a heat source to melt them? That's a fair point. I think the only reason I was saying that is because I can't think of anything else that would give, like, evidence or leave marks or something. Copper melts at about 2000 Fahrenheit. Well, good thing it wasn't copper. That would definitely melt the soap molds, that's for sure. Okay, I genuinely don't know where to go. Huh. Is there something in here? Does it have, like, the old things? No. No, it doesn't. Okay. I don't present this again, do I? Yeah, huh. Because the only things that I've gotten dialogue about have been this can, the lock, which I've already presented, and this hole. Everything, there's like nothing else that I've been able to like examine for it to actually give me unique dialogue. Theoretically, I could just process of elimination this.
why would I have to present this again, though?
I don't really think I have any other choice. Yeah, there's like nothing else on here.
Got it.
No shot. Really? Oh yes, the hole was the soap the whole time. Are you kidding me? That's not proof of anything. But that's not proof. Please, it's too early for this. It's too midday for this. No. We found this bar of soap at the scene of the crime, just outside the victim's window, which is definitely where this hole was.
Outside?
Yes, outside, where, you know, the things outside of the room are. It's where you were, in fact, Mr. Meat-Man. You were loitering in the freezing winter air. That's where we found this soap.
Oh, I get it.
That's right. The answer is, of course, ice.
What remnants? What do you mean, remnants?
I would have expected that if they did this, it would have been like water spots or something on the device. Or they would have talked about it when I examined it.
Did you say ice?
Mr. Shamsphere has been leaving soaps like this outside his window each evening, filled with water. After a night outside in the bitter cold, the water is completely frozen solid the next morning. Then he takes his fake coins of ice and feeds them into the gas meter, giving him light and warmth in spades. There was a weird puddle in one of the photos? Correct! But that wasn't on the thing! Like, if it was, like, in the photo, that would have been obvious. It's just, hey, look, there's a puddle. That's water. It was ice. Like, that would have been so much easier. It's just, in this case, it's like, there's no actual, like, I don't know, residue or any type of evidence left behind on the thing. The fact that you present the hole again is kind of sad. Oh, don't take that one out of context. Oh, okay. Leaving that one behind. It's right under the meter? Well, yes. But, like, it wasn't... There wasn't any proof of it on the meter. I think the photo would have been better evidence of the fact. Let's see. As his room becomes very comfortably warm, the ice now inside the meter's coin box melts, turning back into water and draining harmlessly away through the small hole made in the underside of the meter. That is how, without leaving any evidence, well, I mean, he drilled a hole into the box. Without leaving any evidence of his wrongdoing, this man has been stealing Altamont gas. I mean, just like that, so simply. Is he trying to make us look like idiots? Oh, I don't have to try very hard to do that, ma'am. Not you. You've been mostly okay. It's everyone else in this room. Oh god, am I turning into Van Zeeks? He's been fooling us all with some bars of soap and some water. That's right, madam. I don't believe it. It can't be true. Do you have any idea how much money we spent to develop that new meter? And now you have the audacity to suggest that a bit of soap and some water can render it totally useless.
Oh, thank you so much for the raid!
Welcome in, welcome in. I am losing my sanity. Well, I don't have any to start with, so it's working out great. Also, I love how every time I call a character reasonable, they immediately go out of their way to, you know, prove that they aren't, actually. Please, please don't call me a liar just because you want to believe that you spent your money for a good reason. Don't do this. Oh, I'm fairly sure I didn't design it. Evidence. Sorry. I want evidence! If you're going to stand there and tell me our meters are rubbish, I want to see proof.
She's very good at enforcing accountability, isn't she?
I thought that's what we were supposed to be looking for last time. Very well, Lady Altamont. If you'd like evidence, I'll provide it. What?
Mr. Naruhodo, are you saying you do actually have evidence to support this theory?
Hey, so remember when we were talking about that photo? And how it would have been good evidence? Well... yeah, there was something bothering me. And I have a feeling that this theory we've come up with could, explain that. Oh ho ho! Come on, it's the photo, right? I don't have any other photos, right? Yeah, it's just this one. Okay.
Take that!
Bam! This is a photograph of the scene at the point when the victim was discovered, taken by Inspector Siegel. And it clearly shows the remnants of the crime carried out by Mr. Shamspear. What remnants? Framing Soseki Natsume! Here you can see the gas meter on the wall in Mr. Shamspear's room. Now, look closely at the floorboards directly underneath the meter. What is that? Some kind of grubby stain. Almost certainly, it's a water stain, resulting from the liquid that drained out of the hole made in the meter. If one coin gives around 2 hours of gas usage, and the occupant was heating his room in all his waking hours, we can imagine he would have used around 10 of his fake coins each day. Oh man, he is solving these math problems faster than I ever would. Then again, I gave up math once I left school, so The melting ice inside the meter's coin box would have been dripping out almost constantly, leaving a stain on the floor. This is awful. And there's further evidence too. Mr. Shamspear is slumped over his table, apparently having consumed strychnine. And right there next to him is a bar of soap, broken in half. He did not, in fact, eat that soap. You're right. It would appear to me then, Counsel, that the man was eating... Dang it, Judge, please. That the man was eating the soap, was he? Pardon me for disagreeing with your lordship, but... Certainly not. He mistook it for soup. Yeah, it's one letter off, that's true.
He didn't beat around the bush there, did he?
In truth, Mr. Shamspear was found with a fork in his hand. A meal of soap is sounding increasingly likely, Lord Van. Do you mean to say he was using that fork to... Yes. He was eating the coin instead! To extract a frozen coin from the bar of soap.
But the bar broke in half. So perhaps it didn't go very well.
Good gracious! Hey, where did Shamspear go? Oh my god, that's the third concussion this trial! Lord Van Zeeks? I was throwing my hand up in despair, like I just don't care. And happened to catch my hallowed bottle on the way. Pray forgive my maladroit mistake. 360 no scope. What is the meaning of this, Counsel? Allow me to pose my learned friend a question. What exactly did you establish with your most recent cross-examination? The guy's unreliable, and therefore shouldn't just be believed based on the fact that he's an upstanding member of society. And therefore, you have no evidence! Like, remember, they think that the tea was poisoned, but they don't have evidence of the fact that the tea was poisoned because they don't have any tea to actually examine. They genuinely have no proof. So yeah, we've proven that the word that you are so heavily reliant on for this trial to proceed is in fact incorrect, or not reliable, or I don't know, he's a freaking liar. That
Mr. William Shamspear is a liar and a thief. In other words, that his testimony is unreliable.
I'm Susato, apparently. That's it, that's exactly it. Very well. Let us assume the man is a liar. Now, allow me to pose another question. What possible difference does that make? I hope someone brings up the fact that they don't have any proof. Well, we know that suicide can be discounted. Scotland Yard's investigation revealed no sign of another vessel that contained poison. Yeah, they revealed no sign of a vessel that contained poison, period, end, you know? She's hogging the brain cell because Sholmes isn't here to steal it. And on the night in question, there were no visitors to the room except the accused. The young gasman's testimony, which we have no reason to doubt, has confirmed that. Furthermore, the only possible way the poison could have entered the victim's body is via the tea. Are you sure about that? The court has seen no evidence whatsoever that suggests otherwise. Even if William Shamspear is the liar you claim him to be, these facts have been that's not objective. That's really not objective. Okay. Objectively established. There's no escaping it. Therefore, in light of these facts, the prosecution calls for immediate adjudication. You... What?! You know, the animation really does make it look like he's hitting the wall behind him, but that wall is actually really far away from the stand. Huh.
Order! Order! Well, counsel, how does the defense respond?
Mr. Naruhodo? Oh no, he's keeled over!
I've seen clips of the Ace Attorney anime. What's the point of that last cross-examination? Did it actually get us anywhere? Or did it make no difference at all, like Lord Van Zeeks is saying? Wait and yes, we're raising an objection! They actually get thrown back? Oh my god. I mean, this is why Ace Attorney is in the fighting game. No, this isn't over. The defense will not rest. We haven't gotten sleep in 5 days. We'll never rest. What?
But counsel, you've successfully explained everything. You've identified and substantiated the unscrupulous method employed by Mr. Shamspear to consume gas. What more is there to discuss?
Lord Van Zeeks just highlighted 3 facts in order to make his point. But contrary to what he would have the court believe, not all of them have been objectively established at all. I mean, that's what I've been saying this whole time. I think that the trickling down of the brain cell is starting to work. What are you trying to say, my Nipponese friend? At least one of those so-called facts is an assumption made due to... Thank you! Made due to a lack of evidence. Oh, yeah, found you out. That's why you want to call this immediately to a close, because you don't actually have evidence, now do you? Check and mate. The chess stuff is in the Miles Edgeworth games, not this. But the situation has changed now following the cross-examination of the latest witnesses to take the stand. Don't be absurd. What is this nonsense? Yes, when you bring everything we've learned so far together and consider it as a whole, it's clear. There is a question now that we need to reconsider. Namely, was there another visitor? Anyway, was the poison in the tea? The answer may surprise you. Take that, you vampire-like showing obsessed weirdo. We've all been led to believe that the strychnine poison that afflicted Mr. Shamspear was in the tea brought to him by Mr. Natsume. But that's conjecture at best.
Objection!
Uh-huh. The victim has testified that nothing else passed his lips that night. There is no other possibility. But what if he ate the soap? Anyway. And since there was no trace of the tea left at the scene, it couldn't be tested for traces of the poison. And yeah, that sounds like a skill issue. Or more so just an assumption.
Objection!
As I said, the situation has changed. Because in fact, some of Mr. Natsume's tea was left at the scene. And a particular piece of evidence proves it. What evidence am I looking at? Hold on. Was it this? No. By Natsume? Yeah, these are like dry. Hold on. Unless he's talking about the fact that like, Natsume brought the tea back to his room and we could get that. Oh, wait. What was this one again? The ring? Oh, no, that one doesn't count. It's still too dry. They need, like, actual liquid for that one to work. Because if it was something that Natsume left behind, that wasn't his cup. Was it this one? No, hold on. Because, like, there's water on here. I don't know what it's from, though. Yeah. I don't know what the evidence... Well, we'll see.
Objection!
Maybe there isn't. A ludicrous claim. Scotland Yard detectives investigated the scene exhaustively. What evidence are you suggesting they missed?
The defense has made a bold claim indeed. Very well, counsel. Present your proof. What evidence from the scene of the crime can tell us about the nature of the defendant's tea?
My armband! Okay, I love how this is, again, back here. Okay, it's not that. That's not damp. Alright. I mean, there's no tea ring. Oh, you remember the answer? That's cool. Okay. Wait, did they mention that it's wet? I completely missed it. No, they just... Nope, just said that it's ripped pretty heavily. Huh. No, all good, all good. I'm split between two things, so either it's something in here that I missed, or it's this, which is like, you know, has the damp edges. I think this is a little bit too much of a jump right now. I'm only going to do this one just because I think the game wants me to like go a lot more slowly than than my brain tends to leap. But my thought is that, like, I mean, Natsume told us that he had the tea leaves in his room because he made the tea in his room. They couldn't afford cookies, so they dipped the envelope into the tea. No, they dipped the soap in there. That was the actual tea snack. Yeah, there's nothing...
Take that!
Okay, it's gotta be the envelope then, right?
What exactly is this piece of evidence supposed to reveal about Mr. Natsume's tea, counsel?
Good question. Okay, it's the envelope. I mean, it's related to tea, because it's teacups, but okay. Then you will be digging for a very long time indeed, my learned friend. Oh. Even at the bottom of the deepest chasm, you will find no sense in that absurd assertion. Ah! Okay. I would think it's the envelope then. Sometimes I wish I could disappear down a deep chasm to escape his deep sarcasm. Chasm, I get it. Alright. Then my bet is this one. No? No, what? Okay, I don't know what it is now. Oh god. Uh-oh. Oh boy, my favorite. Okay, well, time to look at everything. Goodbye, badges. It has to be the badge, obviously. Yeah, I'm gonna investigate everything all over again. Is there something in here that reveals the answer? No, it does not. At least it doesn't seem like it. Yep, that's a teacup, alright. Spill by the fireplace? That's a rug, I think. I mean, he boils water for the tea, but like also, he didn't make the tea here. Strychnine. But all that's left here is that. Is it the books? No, why would the books be proof of anything? Why would the books be proof of anything? But why would the others be proof of anything? Please don't tell me it's the books. Please don't tell me it's the books saying, oh, he brought it from his room. Okay. Just to confirm or deny, it's not that the books are there to prove that he brought the tea from his room, right? To establish that link. It's not that, right? Please don't let it be that. As long, I really hope that that's not the... Yeah, I might have to save. Alright. Saving is good. You're right. Saving is pretty good. Please don't be that. Please don't be that. I'm gonna present it now, and I'm really hoping it's not that.
Take that!
Okay, good, it's not. I would have been so mad if it was that. Okay, I'm just gonna reload because it's faster. It's faster than going through the dialogue! Alright, okay, let's see. Then what the heck is the evidence? Like, proof that tells us about the tea? No, that's outside the window. That's the window soap. Window soap doesn't have to do with anything. Is there something here that I'm missing? Like... Okay. I can't be this bad at thinking. I joke, but like, yeah, I might have to process of elimination this, and that usually doesn't happen. Because usually it's like oh, I'm split between like these two pieces of evidence, and it's like, it's fair. This feels weird. Am I just tired? Have I lost the brain cell? Oh god. Is it this?
Take that!
No, I wouldn't think so. Yeah, I wouldn't think it's that. I mean, I wouldn't think it's any of this remaining stuff. Like, this doesn't mean anything. This does not help me in any way, shape, or form. What is going on? That's a great question. I've lost the plot, apparently. Is it this? Tea. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Inspect every... Oh god, is it a piece of evidence that I haven't inspected enough, even though I've inspected a lot of the evidence? Oh god, hold on. I am going through these with a fine-toothed comb. Because it might have been something that I've already presented then, if that's the case. I only have so many things to inspect, that's true. The others don't make sense to present. I would think that it would be... Like, I would think it'd be in the teacup somewhere, but like, no. There isn't anything on the teacup anywhere. I'm gonna just keep flipping them until I see something. I'm probably not gonna find anything. Something that he left behind. That's what he said, right? Let me go past this. Some of Mr. Natsume's tea was left at the scene. Okay. The tea was left at the scene. But where? Where? Because, like, this is not something I can actually investigate and have change the evidence. Theoretically, this one could, but, like, I thought I already investigated it. And this already shows the check mark, and I think it's just the... Yeah. Maybe this isn't tea. Unless there's a particular spot that I'm missing. Nope. Nope. Okay. The soap... Unless it's the soap again. But no. All that's on here is this. Okay. What else can I investigate? I mean, I can investigate you, but what would you prove? You've given me nothing! There's nothing on here. I don't know if it's... Is it only items I need to check out? Well, that's the only ones that could update, theoretically. if I'm inspecting things. That's the only thing I could get updated information for, and frankly, the other things just don't make sense. You go for some iced tea. Not anything at the crime scene? Oh, we're not allowed to go back to the crime scene. I would think it's the teacup somehow. I would think. It's something that he left behind. I mean, that or the books, but like, I don't have the books. You know what? I would not mind a hint. Because, like, I don't want to look it up. But it's just like, okay. Maybe it's just like, is it something that I need to inspect again? Or is it just I need to present something that I did not expect a connection to? I guess that's my thing. This is the first time in Great Ace Attorney that I've had to do this, I think. No inspection. Okay. In that case, it's something that I just haven't presented yet. Alright, well, I presented this. There's no way it's this. I presented this one. Is it the poison thing? How? I mean, the nature of the defendant's tea. Okay, I'm just gonna go down the line. Yeah, I'm gonna really trial and error it. Well, let's just get this one out of the way. Wow! Crazy! The only thing I can think of right now is, like, establishing that, like, the tea was outside of the room?
Take that!
No. Does the answer make sense, I guess? Because, like, it's weird. It doesn't feel like there's actually a connection. Which is so weird. There's only so much evidence to do with tea, and I've already presented them. I've already presented this and this and this and this. I presented everything except for the soap, which was on the windowsill, and the map. Like, we know that Shamsi was using the soap to freeze. Yeah, but this isn't the soap that was on the table. This was the soap on the window. Far left, that's our armband. That's never gonna be the correct answer, I'm gonna be honest. Has that one ever been the correct answer to anything?
Take that!
Alright, game. You're gonna have to convince me. You're going to have to convince me very strongly. Maybe in the original. Yeah, that'd be funny. I don't remember, is the thing. It's been long enough. Give me like a couple of years and I won't remember like anything about a game. Makes great for replaying.
Good gracious! The soap again? The same bar the victim used to fashion his coins of ice.
Oh boy. Yes, that's right, my lord. It's just come back to me. It never came to me. I hope you've got this, Rinosuke. Something about when we first found this bar of soap at the scene yesterday. It's more bars of soap. Soap? What are bars of soap doing lined up on a ledge outside the window? I would have thought they were freezing the coins out there. I'm quite certain that when we originally stumbled upon the bars of soap, there was actually a frozen coin in each bar. Oh yeah, that's true. There absolutely was. So... Oh! Oh! Huh. Yeah, I get it now. Because the thing that was in there, I thought... Okay, real talk. What I thought happened with that was not that it was made out of the tea water. I thought that it was the thing that was like they were making the mold with a coin, and then someone just took out the coin at some later point, and that was gonna come up later. I thought that was an actual coin. Ah, I see. So, we discovered the gas thief's coin factory. Fascinating. In a way, yes, but there's more. The coins we found in the soap at the time weren't normal ice. Is that why someone brought up iced tea earlier? Because it did not click with me.
There was something strange about them, you mean?
Isn't this whole case strange, though? Exactly. Something very obviously strange. They were red. Yeah, why did he make the coins out of that, though? There was perfectly good snow out there that would, you know, melt clear, not stain the ground with tea. Tea stains are not... listen, tea will stain things. Whatever. Not my crime to commit. The ice was red. I don't know about red. But it wasn't clear. No, you mean... That's right. It's obvious to me now. Not my crime to commit. Sus? Sus? What do you mean sus? It's better than yellow snow. Yeah, that's true. If it was yellow, that would have been concerning. He's already stealing gas. I don't think he can care about staining the boxer floor. Okay, he was stealing gas. I would have expected that he would have had the wherewithal to actually try to get away with it better. I don't know. Like, I thought ice coins, like, okay, he could just get some snow from outside, and that's why he left and came back to the room pretty frequently. There's so much snow on the ground. I didn't really think about him having issues with his supply. But still, no, that's fair, that's fair. I did genuinely forget and make an assumption. The fake coins in the soap were made from frozen tea. You could make a marketing thing out of that. Who wants some frozen tea chips? Eh? Yeah, it wouldn't work nowadays. Cause like, there's also like a, what is it? It's also like about the grooves or whatever, and like the actual like, I don't know. I don't think you'd be able to get away with it, is what I'm saying. That's it. Gasp! Actually, funnily enough, I have one of those like as a kid, I got, it's like this plastic jug, but the top of it has like one of those coin sorting things. In that like, insofar as that like, there's like a little, what is it? I don't even know what to call it, but like, when you insert a coin, it pushes this bar thing to the side, and how far it pushes it is how it determines like what value of coin it is. So that's actually what I've been thinking like this whole time. Turning coin into a delicacy? I mean, chocolate coins are a thing. What? I would remind the court of a statement made by Mr. Natsume earlier in this trial. That evening, yes, I did take some freshly brewed tea with me when I visited Mr. Shamspeare's room as a gift. The public water pump outside always freezes at night, so I bought bottled water especially to make it. I forgot he said that. In my defense, it's been several days. And this is the result! Never will I touch the tea again. Never!
Ah, yes. I believe there had been a snowfall that day. It was particularly cold. Sadly, on such occasions, the poorly constructed water mains in the East End are prone to freezing.
So on the night in question, Mr. Shamspeare, having no running water to use, was forced... There's snow on the ground! Am I crazy? Was forced to use the tea brought by Mr. Natsume in order to make his fake coins. Is there a logistical issue by using snow instead? Like, you can melt them in your hand, and then, like... I made, like, ice discs, or, like, really dangerous ice balls when I tried to make snowballs when I was younger. Yeah, don't do that. But, like, you can make dangerous weapons out of snow. He had tea readily available? He also had a windowsill with snow. Dirty snow from City Street and sidewalk should be avoided? I mean... If the tea was already there, I'd use that. I guess. It does save you the trip of going outside. Yeah, no, that's fair. If it's that cold out, I would. Takes a surprising amount of snow to get a decent amount of it. But there's a lot of snow on the ground, right? You had enough to make, like, a snowman. You could just use the whole snowman to make a coin if you wanted to. I guess it's too much effort. Fair enough. He was with Natsume all day? He was with Natsume for, like, a couple of hours? Because Natsume showed up at, like, 9 something, roughly. And he was out of the house before that. I genuinely thought that he was getting, like, his materials before that. Freezing yourself on top of no heat. I don't know, I'd use the tea. Fair enough. You know what, that's fair. That's entirely fair. We should just ask him for his opinions on the tea. Because, he didn't have it. Oh, you know what? You're right. He didn't like the tea. Why did he finish it? That's true. I don't know how I just talked myself into that, but yeah. But that's actually, ask him to spill the tea. There were 2 bars of soap on the window ledge when my judicial assistant and I investigated the scene, and I took one of them.
That's right, and we only borrowed one of them.
Borrowed? I think this is tampering with the evidence or tampering with the scene of the crime. We learned from the best. Inspector Hosonaga, we remember you. Which means that even as we speak, some of the defendant's tea is still present at the scene of the crime, and quickly evaporating. Frozen solid in a bar of soap outside Mr. Shamspeare's window. Susato has literally tampered with a crime scene. You're right, and don't worry, none of what we have done is a crime somehow.
Extraordinary.
Earlier today, Inspector Gregson informed the court that if even 1 drop of the tea remained, Scotland Yard would be able to analyze it for poison. Do it. Bet. As such, we are now in a position to prove or disprove what has until now been mere conjecture. By finding out for sure whether or not Mr. Natsume's tea actually contained strychnine at all. Oh shoot, you're right, she hasn't tampered with the evidence yet! We're in the past! You smug Nipponese. My lord, we cannot do the defendant the injustice of passing judgment now. The police should be dispatched to recover the remaining bar of soap from the scene at once. And the defense requests a thorough analysis of the frozen tea embedded in it, to determine whether or not it contains any poison. Van Zeeks is a professional hater. He's always been a professional hater.
Bailiff! Bailiff! Instruct the police to attend the scene at once! We really need to cut their pay. They are not investigating nearly enough. Yes, my lord, understood.
Like, how did they miss the hole in the meter? Anyway. Hello, we're back. After that brief recess.
It would seem...
Oh, we're about to have a brief recess.
It would seem we have no choice but to suspend these proceedings for the time being.
Because they only looked over it, but there was a hole!
I trust you have no objection, Lord Van Zeeks.
Also, they brought the meter with them, which is kind of crazy. I think it's wild that they took the meter with them. But the meter wasn't resting on the ground, so, like, it's... I don't know, if you're carrying the thing, just like, that's weird. None, my lord.
Scotland Yard will recover the tea from the scene and carry out the requisite tests immediately. The trial will resume at the same hour tomorrow.
Oh, wow, tomorrow? Okay. You don't think that's the exact meter from the scene? I thought it was, because that's why there's a hole in it.
The prosecution and defense may conduct further investigations as appropriate in the interim.
Yes, my lord. The bee guy had it right. I'm actually genuinely surprised that we're not continuing the trial today. Well, we managed to scrape through there somehow.
Thank you, counsels. Court is adjourned until tomorrow.
Bang. Ow. Yeah, I don't know. When there was like a smoke attack, that only got delayed for like, what, 15 minutes or something? Who knows? That's fine. We're good. Oh yeah, not so. He gets to spend his night in a comfy cell. Yeah, a real comfy dungeon. It's a moldy, dank place. No wonder the guy left. Holy crap. We made it back in one piece. Just. To be perfectly honest, I thought we were finished there for a while.
Oh, I know. What a lot of close shaves. There are so many carriages on the streets of London. You were very nearly flattened several times.
Oh, no, I didn't mean that. Better than being haunted. Well, We should probably ask him, would you rather sit for 3 days in a dank prison cell that is reminiscent of a dungeon and, you know, get, severe lung disease or whatever from the moldy bacteria that is definitely growing in those walls, or ghosts?
Yes, I know. It was a marvelous defense, Naruhodo-san. It really was. I was in awe of you.
Oh, thank you.
And now that your fervent exploits have won us some more precious investigation time, let's see if we can't find some new clues for court tomorrow.
Yes, let's do that. We need that. Ghostest friend, not scary. You request the ghosts? What do you request the ghosts do?
Is everything alright?
I suppose. I still can't quite believe it. That's all. That I'm here in England, working as a lawyer, I mean. In the Old Bailey, no less. The truth is, it shouldn't be me, should it? It should be him, standing in my shoes. It should be Kazuma.
It was Kazuma-sama's wish that you follow him to Great Britain and work alongside him.
Yes, I mean, I never had the chance to ask him exactly why, but he clearly had a plan. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for him.
And you're doing wonderfully, Naruhodo-san. I've no doubt that Kazuma-sama would say exactly the same if he were here with us.
This is not Kazuma's theme. Thank you, Susato-san. Thank you. Aww. Yeah, it's Susato's theme. Which got a really cool objection remix, honestly. Hey, do you want to see my back? Right as the ad starts, huh? Okay, I'm gonna quickly take a stretch break and maybe a brain break. I need to like reset it. I don't know if there's a brain reset button, but wherever it is, I do need that. Okay, I will be right back.
And grab some more tea.
Maybe that's the cure. Maybe it's just drown myself in tea. Hello. Sorry about that. Had to move my laundry into the dryer. Okay. But I am back. And now we have to do some oh right, I forgot about this.
You've been wearing that ever since we arrived in Great Britain, haven't you?
Well, it's what shows that I'm a lawyer, so it seems appropriate.
I'm not sure that it really means much in this country, though, I'm afraid.
I wouldn't say that. It might not be official, but it looks official. Often when the police stop me, I just show them this and they leave me alone.
You're stopped by the police? Often?
Well, you know, I'm a suspicious foreigner, dressed all in black with a sword by my side. Oh yeah, that's true, if he has a sword. Also, I realized that didn't work. There we go.
I do think it's probably the sword that's the main reason.
Well, they all have guns.
Still, it makes me happy to see you wearing it. And the armband.
Yes. I made up my mind that I'll carry them always. The symbol of who I am and the sword, Karuma. Oh, that's really cute. Man, they really miss him. It's quite a shock earlier today, wasn't it? No, honestly, nah, I don't think he's over his partner. I don't think he'll ever be over his partner. When the victim himself turned up in court and took the stand. And they were partners.
I know.
Not only that, but then finding out that he is actually a bare-faced gas thief as well.
Yes, that was certainly a surprise to us all. For a while, it seemed as though everyone had quite forgotten about Soseki-san poisoning the tea.
Careful of your phrasing, Sasato-san. He didn't poison anything. And there's more to this Mr. Shamspear than we yet know. I'm sure of it.
Mr. Shamspear certainly wasn't the noble, outstanding man everyone thought he was at first.
What's become of him, actually?
I was told that he'd be returning to the hospital ward where he was receiving treatment.
Oh, which one is that?
Let me see. Ah, yes! He's at St. Bartholomew's, or Bart's, as Londoners call it.
We know that place, don't we? It's the place that Sholmes is going to go to!
Yes, we visited Miss Green there yesterday. It's the same hospital to which she was taken.
Oh, yes, after Soseki-san stabbed her in the back. No, I thought it was an accident. That's one of my theories, is that it was just like an accidental gas leak or something because the pipes are bad. But Miss Green was brought up for a reason, right? And her artist boyfriend or something was also brought. She was in the area. No, they can't be involved. No shot, right?
Do be careful of your phrasing, Naruhodo-san. He didn't stab anyone.
Perhaps we both owe Soseki-san an apology. St. Bartholomew's, yeah, we should probably visit the hospital later. Saint Sinners, yeah, wasn't it called something else? Well... So, we know that Soseki-san took tea to the victim on the night in question. But as he isn't the culprit, then obviously...
Yes, the poison surely wasn't in the tea.
But if that's the case, how on earth did the poison get into Mr. Shamspear's body? He bathed with the soap! Oh my god, did Bartholomew's get, like, shut down within a case?
I'm sure we'll find a clue at the scene.
And get replaced immediately by Saint Sinners?
There must be something in Mr. Shamspear's room that will help solve the mystery.
Well, naturally, Scotland Yard detectives have been over the place already. But it couldn't hurt for us to have another look around, I think.
Definitely. And I'm desperate to know the outcome of the investigation into the tea left in the bar of soap.
Well, if we run into Inspector Gregson, we could ask him about that. The boy! Kazuma Asogi. Best friend I ever had. And a lawyer with such promise. He really saved my bacon in that horrible incident just before we left Japan. Oh, come on. Don't attack me like this again, game. I can still picture him now, looking so fierce and determined in court, dashing and gallant. And then after the trial, that crazy idea he came up with. As a stowaway? Yes, you can fit inside my trunk if you curl up small enough, I'm sure. No one will know. Kazuma, won't you tell me why? Why go to these lengths so that I can accompany you to Great Britain? Well, it's been on my mind ever since we got through that trial. That you really ought to go into law. Be a defense lawyer. You've got a natural talent for it. Believe me, I guarantee it. But I've never even thought about becoming a lawyer. Well, I can't force you, obviously. You'll have to decide for yourself. But anyway, London is the cultural capital of the world, the city at the forefront of everything. It can't hurt for you to see it with your own eyes. No, that's true. I suppose, though, if you were to become a lawyer, then one day... One day... what? Oh, no, never mind. Huh? No...
Naruhodo-san?
There's an alternate timeline where Kazuma is the defense attorney and Ryunosuke mooches off of him, a la Larry Butts. I think that he'd do better than Larry Butts. Come on. He could help. He could be like judicial assistant number 2. He and Sasato would be a good judicial assistant team, right? Right? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking about Kazuma.
Yes. He's forever in my thoughts too. To change the Japanese judicial system for the better. That was his dream. And that's why he so desperately wanted to come to Great Britain to study, of course.
Yes, that's right. But...
Yes?
I do wonder if his true intentions lay elsewhere sometimes. Judicial assistant's assistant, exactly! I don't know. The thought just takes hold of me every now and then, that's all. His true intentions was to bring his emotional support bestie.
Naruhodo-san, what do you mean by Kazuma-sama's true intentions?
Oh, hi! I wasn't expecting the sword, I won't lie! I wasn't expecting the first-person sword lifting! His emotional support sword. No, he already has his emotional support sword. He just needed his emotional support bestie. His emotional support partner. So, you know, investigative assistant. Yeah, no, literally. POV, you have a sword. You're not wrong. I mean this.
His katana?
I never expected to inherit this sword after Kazuma passed away, of course.
No, I know. It was because I asked you to take it.
When I have it at my side in court, I feel as though it gives me courage.
Yes.
Actually, the night before he died, he told me a little about the sword. Why is the game emotionally attacking me? Karuma? That is a really long sword. Holy crap! That's right. It's a prized sword that's been passed down through generations of the Asogi clan. A Japanese man's sword is his soul, Ryunosuke. I can't be parted from my katana. Karuma guides me. I truly believe that. So, its name compels its wielder to slice evil in two? Not that you would need much compelling. Oh, wait, does that mean that Alchi's hair was evil? Is that what the implication is here? Because it was such a bad haircut? Alright. On that subject, there's something very important that I have to do in Great Britain. Something you have to do. Yes. I'd appreciate you seeing it through with me. Of course I will. Whatever it is, I'll see it through to the end with you. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
What did he mean by something very important that I have to do?
Man, I'm sorely regretting more and more, with more flashbacks, that I barely did anything to differentiate their voices. I've made a mistake, and now I have to live with this. And you all have to suffer with me. I had hoped that the answer to that question would become apparent when we arrived here, but as yet, I've not found a single clue.
I see.
Oh, that's neat. Oh hey! Like, the desk and stuff isn't here yet, and they haven't decorated, like, her room or anything. Because I remember she had, like, a nameplate or something back there. Neat. Bucket. Oh, bucket is not important. I love how this shovel has been there the whole time. Candle. Okay, nothing. Wow. It's really just... okay, it's only the shovel and the door, I think. Perhaps we should put this spade away somewhere? You're not gonna do that.
That's not a spade, Naruhodo-san. It's a shovel.
Oh no, not this again! No, shovels are for digging. That's for scooping up loose material. It's a spade.
No, spades are for digging. That's for scooping up loose material. It's a shovel.
Well, it doesn't really matter, does it?
You're so
right. Yeah, there it is.
You're so right, Naruhodo-san. We mustn't quarrel over such trifles.
It's a spoon. Okay, we can agree that that's just objectively wrong, though. On reflection, then, I think I'll leave this spade where it is.
Yes, I think that's for the best. We may need a shovel when we're working in the garden.
Big spoon. I think that's just a very blunted fork. I heard that there's another room behind that door.
Yes, it's my bedroom, Naruhodo-san, as you well know.
Shall I help you unpack your things?
That's very kind, but no thank you.
It's a big knife. It's a weirdly shaped knife. Round knife. Spavel? I don't know about that being a window. I think that's more of a, not as purposeful door. It's a door that opens from bottom to top. Your luggage looked very heavy. Are you sure I can't help you move it in? I'm just not curious at all about what's behind the door.
That's very kind, but really, no thank you. A young maiden's private chamber is a place of bittersweet secrets, you know?
The only secret I have is the 5-yen banknote hidden on the backside of my Daruma doll. Is that why he's so concerned about his Daruma doll? It's just a 5-yen coin? Oh hey, the aquarium. Summoning demons in there. Yeah, bittersweet secrets, as you well know. These tanks are for keeping sea creatures. They're called aquariums, and they were all the rage in London at once. Actually, I think we've read this exact dialogue already. They talk about shrimps or something. Yeah, no, we've definitely read this before. Yep. Deja vu. And I believe I went, what? Eat them? Don't do that! Anyway. Where can we go? Wait, let's go say hi to Sholmes and Iris! I know that's not where the plot wants us to go, but I don't care!
Oh, Reno and Susie! Hooray, you're back! Hello, Iris. You're in fine spirits as always, I see. I am, and you look as immaculately presented as ever, Susie. Oh, you flatter me. Well, you couldn't have come at a better time. I've just made a pot of tea. I'll set some cups.
Really? Thanks, Iris. But actually, what is that foul smell? Does he need to take a shower or something? Does he need to take a bath? Oh no, is he stinky? Aha! The Wanderers return at last. Where on earth have the pair of you been? We've been in court. Oh, for Mr. Moustache's case. That was today, was it?
I'm sure I mentioned it only yesterday, Mr. Sholmes.
I'm sure you think you did. Well, we can laugh about it now. So, tell me, how did the trial go? Reasonably well so far. We've managed to escape without a guilty verdict, at least. Stank like Sholmes, stinky, stinky Sholmes. Really, I would have liked to see it. And I must pass the time of day with Mr. Reaper again. It's been too long. Is Lord Van Zeek's an acquaintance, Mr. Sholmes? Naturally. There's not a person in the world who doesn't know my name, Mr. Naruhodo. Not quite what I asked, but still. Ooh, I wonder if he's intentionally dodging that question then. Do you have history?
Mr. Sholmes, whatever is that odor?
Yes, what is it? It's faint, but absolutely awful. Ah, indeed. That's the scent of victory, my dear fellows. Victory in science.
Oh dear.
Alright, I'll bite. What is he up to now? This is why he keeps them around. He lets them stay. Well, not run free, but like, lets them stay. That's not the button I meant to press. First of all... Haha! Oh, Mr. Sholmes, about this. Shh, not another word. Ah, yes, I see. This would be a oh wait, no, I've already seen this before. Never mind. Aww. I was hoping that it would be... I was hoping there would be something else. Never mind. Hey, what's up with this? Actually, no. Spill the tea. I want to see the tea first. Lord Baroque Van Zeeks. Yes, it's an interesting sobriquet? What the heck? Sobriquet. Does that mean like title or something? No, like you know, like meow. What if I did like a kitten meow and just ascend in pitch, just like anyway. What is a sobriquet? Sobriquet. A person's nickname. Okay. Sobriquet? Sobriquet. Sobriquet. I'm just gonna say it incorrectly. Sobriquet. The Reaper of the Bailey. Once the legendary prosecutor has fought for someone's conviction, that person is doomed. Is sober kilt, yes. Even if he or she is found not guilty by the courts, sooner or later the hapless soul will vanish from the capital. So occasionally it's old age that gets them. But vanish how exactly? Oh shoot, there's another! Ara. There. That's all of them, I think. Maybe. By falling under a passing carriage or drowning in the Thames. or succumbing to a sudden fever, or quite out of the blue, being set upon by a highwayman. Oh, I missed another one, yeah? Oh my god, there's another one! Okay. There are numerous records to one's final terminus, my dear fellow. Does that count? Oh, okay. You know, like, nya. It all seems a little far-fetched, really. Well, on the bright side, Mr. Mustache is fighting fit, for the time being at least. That's not overly reassuring. It wasn't you? Are you sure? Do you have the key?
If the rumors are true, though, the obvious conclusion would surely be that those acquitted are, well, by Lord Van Zeek's own hand.
As it happens, Miss Susanoo, that is quite impossible.
Oh? Why?
Naturally, the man very quickly came under such suspicion. However, whenever these incidents occurred, the Reaper always had a cast iron alibi. Really? Is this guy actually like Von Karma? Cause this guy's getting more sus. He's feeling so much more sus now. And so his reign continued, but 5 years ago, he vanished from the courts, never to appear as a prosecutor again. That is, until you arrived in the country, Mr. Naruhodo. Yes, so I've heard. In fact, it was the very day I arrived, when I was thrust into that trial at the Old Bailey. You don't have a key, but you do have a staff from a cloaked figure with crystals for hands. Maybe we should not throw wide the gates. We should, throw closed the gates. Stop having them be open. Oh, can I drink my tea now? That bitter fight to the death coincided with the Reaper's resurrection. And really did end, bitterly, indeed. And here you are, facing Mr. Reaper again. I think I did all 4. Yeah, I did all 4.
Oh, Runo, I don't know if you're just incredibly unlucky. Or incredibly unlikable.
I think it goes deeper than just me. I sense a general loathing, and general racism. I mean general loathing. Or traumatic backstory of all- Oh wait, no! Oh wait, this is actually calling out his racism! Okay. Of all Japanese people.
Oh, we're saying that out loud now, are we?
Japanese people! Sorry, just... Okay, let's talk about the smell. One by one. Hi, Apache, how's it going? I've got some tea, and they've got some tea too, it seems. Oh, it's too hot. Ah. So, uh-oh. I need to move this up. Okay, there we go. Oh, thank you for the follow. Oh no, hydrating with this hot tea. And a murder attempt is happening live. Ah, hot. Drink it though. Put it in the bar of soap outside to cool. That's true. I need to go and make a mold of an antique coin and then put it on the windowsill. It is cold enough for that. So, what is that indescribably foul smell? Van Zeeks is the only one who's racist in the entire game. Sure. That's the only one we're gonna say out loud, anyway. Crow has a cat tongue, you can't prove anything. Ah, well, most probably this, I would say. Ooh, neon blue. Drink it. What is that? Forbidden Kool-Aid. My dear fellow, it is, of course, my latest invention. A chemical test that can identify whether or not a tea is genuine at the drop of some tea. Will we need that? Will we actually need that for this trial? No shot, right?
Oh my!
There are some unscrupulous sorts manning stalls along some of London's less frequented streets. They regularly sell what purports to be high-quality tea, but is in fact merely dyed leaves with drab flavor.
Oh no! You can't prove anything.
Well, that's certainly unsavory behavior. Unless you have a chemical test that can prove whether or not someone is a cat.
You can't prove anything.
Well, they have an invention that they made, later on, that makes specifically cat doors. Indoors. So, it's, they come up with some very highly specific, solutions to some very highly specific problems. Not suspicious. Maybe suspiciously specific. Specifically suspicious. Well, that's... Oh wait, did I already say that? That's certainly unsavory behavior. So, when one is presented with what appears to be black tea, one must be careful. Iris!
Shoot the tea!
At the ready, Hurley.
I love these goofs. Let us add a drop of my chemical to this cup of tea here. Do you see what happens? Oh, that is like ink. It's turned completely black.
And what a foul odor it's giving off.
Indeed, the blacker the tea becomes and the more foul the odor, the better the tea is. It would appear that this cup was a particularly fine Darjeeling. That's very ingenious, but what do you do with that black liquid now? Why, dispose of it naturally. Surely you wouldn't like to drink it, would you? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, do it for science.
There, does seem to be a rather obvious problem with your new invention, Mr. Sholmes.
Hence why this chemical test is merely a test, my dear madam. Right. The point is, we are entering a new era of science, in the world of criminal investigation also.
Yes, forensic science. Oh, these are such exciting times.
Oh, I can't wait for forensic science to be a thing. Fingerprints would help so much. You know, they're not like 100% reliable, obviously, but like it's better than nothing. I regularly engage in this scientific experimentation alongside my unofficial consulting detective work. The Sholmes method will be the foundation upon which modern investigative technique is based. This little tea indicant was a happy byproduct of my ongoing forensic science research. Forensic science? Oh, I suppose I should find out more about that. But first, racism! With Mr. Natsume, who I'm currently defending, being Japanese, as well as Miss Susato and myself, I felt it even more keenly in court today. Racism. For some reason, Lord Van Zeek seems to have, an inherent disdain of the Japanese. Well, that's neat. Indeed, it is an interesting observation.
Do you know something about it? Do you, Mr. Sholmes?
Ooh. Silence. It was about 10 years ago that Barak Van Zeeks chose to enter the legal profession. However, before that time, the young man's closest companion hailed from the Empire of Japan. Huh.
No.
Tell us more, Mr. Sholmes. What happened? I mean, I think we did know somewhat of that because he did bring that up last time. In the future, if that makes sense. I believe I've made it clear before. I'm unable to tell you anything about the affair.
Oh, but...
He did tell us, kind of. Not Sholmes, I mean. The veil will be lifted on the events of the past in due course, I have no doubt. For now, however, it is Mr. Moustache who is most deserving of your attention, I believe. Yeah, it did come up. So, your T-test, is that an example of forensic science? Indeed it is! Indeed it is! An essential tool in cases that hinge on the knowledge of whether some tea is of high or inferior quality. Not a huge number of cases, then? Perhaps a more practical example is required. Fingerprints. Not yet accepted in our course as evidence, I might add. Really, we are dragging our heels there. God, freaking... I agree, wholeheartedly. I hadn't even heard of them until recently. Which is partly why I undertake research in this field myself, of course.
Does that mean you're studying fingerprints, Mr. Sholmes?
Sholmes-heartedly, exactly. There are others in that field already, and I abhor the company of inferior minds. No, what I am researching is skin prints. Ugh. Skin prints? A nomenclature of my own design, as is this chemical agent that makes it possible. Ooh, radioactively purple. Magenta. It instantly reveals objects touched by whichever person is under investigation.
Brilliant, Mr. Sholmes!
As long as it doesn't turn everything completely odorous and black. I assure you, my dear fellows, you will witness my forensic talents in action very soon indeed. Well, I mean, the blood test helped, I think. It was the blood type thing. I mean, it wasn't admissible in court, but it did help us. Well, I think we should go back to the scene and see if we can uncover any new clues.
Do we take them so that we can do forensic science? That's the spirit, Runa. See you later!
Oh my god. Yes, until later. No, Mr. Sholmes, we were thinking you'd come with us. You were? Yes, of course! You said so just a moment ago. You said we'd witness your forensic talents in action. Ah, yes, I do recall saying something along those lines. But you go on ahead. I shall be sure to follow you later. In all likelihood. Probably. Maybe. Well, I might. Your commitment astounds me.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Sholmes. We'll eagerly await your arrival. Bye-bye, Runa. Bye, Susie.
And they're gone. Or maybe we're gone. Okay. Oh, we've got a lot of places to go. Alright. Let's go to the hospital first. We gotta go and find the culprit. I mean, suspect. I mean, person who's not involved with the case at all.
Oh, hello.
Welcome in. I have no brain cells today, apparently.
What do you suppose is happening? It sounds like some sort of disturbance in the force.
Yes, I hear angry voices. Uh-oh. What?! Huh? Why is he here?
Oh, right, he went to the hospital.
Be not angry, O ample lady. Verily, thou art mistaken. She is very spherical, but I wonder if she's just like, oh no, you're the person that I helped almost kill, or something, I don't know.
Mistaken my foot. You were looking at my painting.
The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen. 'Twas foul indeed, the poison that moustached villain gaveth me. Forgive me, lady.
I wish that you died from that poison.
Okay, what did he do? God of mercy, ample lady, but thou seest, I have vigor still. Behold my sham spear dance. I thought he was gonna step on the painting for a second and break it. Oh god, he's menacing her. Oh no! The intimidation! I love how you were like, oh, time to lurk, and then you just see this guy jumping around, intimidating this poor lady who said that she wanted him to die. He's sitting at Yonky Splunky. Yeah. This looks rather ominous, doesn't it? Yep. Just normal theater major art, major interactions. Also a mouse in the background. That's the law major. Me, I'm just here, I guess. Oh no, this guy. No, get out of my face! Lo, 'tis the lawyer from the land whence rises the sun. How now? You look away for a second. Anytime you look away for a second with this guy on screen, like, 5 other things happen. Same with Sholmes, by the way. What are you doing here, Mr. Shamspear? Mary, I do believe I am returned unto another ward.
He was looking, that's what he was doing. Looking at my terrible work.
Oh, I think she's a Pictomancer gone paladin. Pictomancer is the new melee class, and she's about to embrace that. He's turned fellow so dark. I think they're missing an L. Darkly clad. Clad? I'm going to assume it's darkly clad. Faith, thy work in court this morning was wonderful. I do applaud thee. Oh, well, thank you. You probably hate me because I exposed you for, I don't know, committing fraud, sort of, stealing. Yeah, there it is. But! Huh. What is that made of? That doesn't mean things will go so wonderfully well for you tomorrow, does it? Oh. Oh, hey, what's up with those eye bags? You seem tired and a little annoyed, perhaps. I mean, no matter the results of this trial, you are probably going to prison because of the whole, theft thing. Oops. I love how that's not oh. No, that's no, that's illegal. You're not allowed to bend that back into proper shape once you've bent it out of shape. Just saying. A non-exont? I've never actually had to pronounce this word out loud before. That's fine. He can say it wrong. Exeunt! If I say it wrong intentionally, I know for a fact I'm wrong. That man is a witch. Probably. Burn him. Mr. Shamspear might technically be the victim in this case. But there's definitely a lot more to it than that. It's very hard to pin the man down.
I'm so sorry. I'm such an awful person.
Nah, whatever he did, he probably deserved it. Oh, Miss Green, is everything alright?
Oh, yes. I mean, don't worry about me. They're about to discharge me, so I must get ready to leave now.
Oh, I see. You'll go you sound so excited to grab those pitchforks. Wonder why she's called Green? Well, she's wearing green. Is that it?
We're delighted that you'll soon be well enough to go home, Miss Green.
Maybe it's just because she's an artist, so paint and stuff.
Oh dear, you're too kind. I don't deserve it.
Oh no, maybe I shouldn't have brought up the witch trials. Sorry, that's a different Ace Attorney game. Not what I meant to do. Hey, so there's still a mouse here. Oh. This mouse belongs here, apparently. I've already checked everything, then. Okay, hello. So, are you feeling more like yourself today, Miss Green?
I am. Thank you. I mean, people do recover from ordeals like this, don't they? Even people like me.
Well, yes, it really was an ordeal, wasn't it?
As far as I was concerned, I was just walking along in the snow one evening, minding my own business. And then, completely out of the blue, I was struck in the back by a knife and collapsed unconscious for days. Of course, when I finally woke up again yesterday,
I woke up again tomorrow.
the whole business had been cleared up already. What a terrible week it's been for you. Oh no, I'm sure I'm very lucky, really. I'll look back on this fondly.
Really?
Anyway, I must be getting my things together now, so I'm ready to be discharged.
Oh, yes, of course. Sorry to take up your time when you're obviously busy. Oh, I wonder if she'll come back. Anyway, that seems to be it. You know what? I'm gonna go in like kind of like location order. So Briar Road is before we get there. We have to be out on the street before we get into the building. Maybe we should go to the prison first, actually. Oh! Is there anything new? I mean, there's the soaps there. That snowman is so sus. Anyway, there's nothing here. Never mind. You know what? Let's visit the prison. Let's check up and see if he's still alive. Oh, he's alive. What? He's power stancing at the wall? This is before. No, this is after the fire, but before we found out why. He's in timeout. I'm so sorry.
Oh, Mr. Natsume is back, and also his back.
So he is. Mr. Natsume, hello? Oh, squee face, and then I am a cat. Meow. You know, like. Sorry? If he starts meowing, I'm gonna lose it. I don't know who Mr. Natsume is, or Hairlock Sholmes. I don't know about courts, or trials, or Old Baileys. I am a cat. That's what I am. Just a cat. Guys, I think he's lost it. I think he's fully gone insane.
Mr. Naruhodo, he's trying to escape from reality.
Trying to? He already has, completely. So, what is your name, then? As yet, I have no name.
Mr. Naruhodo, he hasn't fully thought out his new identity yet. Maybe it's not too late to bring him back to reality.
Do you think you could open your eyes for us, Mr. Natsume? Is that all it took? I am not a cat. That's how it's open. Hold on, I have the book on my shelf. Give me a second. I will look this up. I have the book. I forgot to. I didn't get very far into it before I forgot to keep reading it. I am a cat. As yet, I have no name. Yeah, those are the first two lines. I have no idea where I was born. All I remember is that I was meowing in a dampish, dark place. Hey, is that why he's in the dungeon? When, for the first time, I saw a human being. Anyway, those are the first lines of I am a cat. Entirely beside the point. I'm just gonna put that behind me. I'll put it back on the shelf later. Yeah, it's called I Am a Cat. It's his most famous work, I'm pretty sure. Or one of his most famous works, outside of like Cause like he's a very prolific author. He's written like I Am a Cat, Kokoro, so on and so forth.
It worked! He's back in the real world!
And he's about to write a real good book. What's going to become of me? No! Don't answer that! It's obvious! My accursed soul is never going to escape this accursed fate!
Mr. Natsume, no! This morning's proceedings in court proved that there's hope!
Gonna need a copy of that book? It's pretty long, just warning you. But I think it's like a commentary of society from the perspective of a cat, because cat's not gonna care about the same things that a person is, you know? So it's very much a commentary of how kind of screwed up things are. Something like that. Getting all knowledge of Japanese authors from Bungo Stray Dogs. Why do you think I started reading these? That is the reason I started, like, I have a bunch on my shelf. And it's all because of Bungo Stray Dogs. Cause like, so I was going to like Barnes & Noble. This was during college, and the Barnes & Noble on my campus had like textbooks and stuff on the bottom in the basement. So I was going there to find my textbook for a class. And on that shelf, because it was for Japanese, I saw a book by Dazai Osamu, and I was just like, oh, I know that name because of Bungo Stray Dogs. What if I just picked this up and started reading it? And that's where it began. It was a Setting Sun, by the way. And that's where it started. And I started reading a bunch of the modern classic Japanese literature. And honestly, a lot of them are pretty good. So, like, what is it? If I were to recommend any, I would recommend Blue Bamboo by Dazai, because like I don't want to say it's before he got severely depressed, but like it's interesting to see like how his writing has changed. I know his most popular work is No Longer Human, but like I really love the wit and like kind of sarcasm and stuff in Blue Bamboo. It's a collection of short stories. It's really good. Anyway. Also, Rampo, like if you like mystery kind of things, then yeah, that's also very good. Yeah. I should probably get back into them. There's a couple that I haven't like fully read. I Am a Cat is one of them. I think that is the only one I haven't fully like read as of yet. But I should probably reread the others. Beside the point. There's hope. Do I like comics? I couldn't get into them because of how confusing it was. Like, I genuinely tried one time, but like, I couldn't do it. It's so hard to find where to start and how to even read them in the first place. I'm sure it's easier nowadays, but I've lost my window. What was it? I mean, MCU is what got me into it, so like, I was trying to look into reading Iron Man at the time. And this was, again, when I was younger, so. I probably would be able to find ways now, but like, it lost my window. I like the world, and I absorbed a lot from like cultural osmosis, but it's I'll read about it, but I'm not sure if I can actually, you know, go and make that delve into the comic world at this point. Yes! Locum student Mr. Naruhodo's claim was brilliant, but the Reaper is omnipresent, in court, in my lodgings, here, there, everywhere. What's he looking straight at me for? I think perhaps there are some things we should discuss. Oh, yes, we must. And then I leave. I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that, would I? I could, though. No, he's already losing it. I can't do this to him. In my whole life, have I ever been so moved as I was today? No. Of course, if I cast my mind back, there were perhaps 1 or 2 other occasions that moved me more. But if I just blocked those out, then today being in the courtroom was
Scotland Yard found the remaining tea just as we deduced and are analyzing it as we speak.
There's nothing wrong with that tea! They won't find a drop of poison in it, and that's a Sei Soseki certainty! Tell me, did you both drink the tea at the same time that night? Oh, yes, most definitely. Remember, drink tea while it's hot. We both poured it down our throats like it was a hot bath for our bellies.
And at the time, you were both completely fine.
As shown by the fact that he and Mr. Shamspear then engaged in the Romeo and Juliet match. Wait, they both drank the tea immediately? Then why was there still, like, why is there tea residue in Shamspear's cup? Because he said that he didn't drink the tea, like, he didn't finish it until, like, hours later. That's a bit odd. He got more tea? I suppose the focus of tomorrow's proceedings will be how the poison was taken by the victim then. That rotten Shamspear! What have I ever done to him? You don't recall him taking issue with you over anything you've done recently? Romeo and Juliet, maybe? Possibly? I've been holed up in my room, immersed in books. I don't recall anything at all! Right. What I don't understand is why he didn't let me know sooner.
Let you know what, Mr. Natsume?
About the soap, of course, what else?
Oh, dear. Are you struggling with such a meager stipend?
Of course I am, if I had money. I wouldn't have chosen to live in a cursed existence in such accursed lodgings! Oh, yes, you said it's because the place is cursed that it's so cheap, didn't you? Exactly! Especially the room that I rent. The spirit of that capital offender who lived there still haunts the place and is trying to kill me! Capital offender. Might I ask, locum student Mr. Naruda Esquire, that the next time you visit me, you bring scores of super soft soaps? I'm not helping you commit theft. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I need to do some- oh god, I need to do some manga collecting of my own. Anyway, let's go to Mr. Shamspear's room. It's the last place we need to go. Huh, left kind of exactly as it is. There's the letter on the ground, or at least a piece of it. The hat is gone, but I guess he did have it on in court. There's the soap. Mr. Soapspear's room, yeah. I mean, nothing out of the ordinary. Inspector! Oh, hello again, Inspector Gregson. Nom nom. What are you doing here? Well, we were hoping to have another look around, actually.
The lawyer representing the defendant has a right to examine the scene, as I'm sure you're aware.
Yeah, I'll know the score. Oh, yes, one other thing. The soap on the ledge outside the window. Did you find it? With the tea in it? Yeah, found it all right. There was a small amount of tea in it, as you said. I knew it. It's with the identification section at the yard now. They're looking into it. Results should be available later today.
That's wonderful news. Thank you.
Hey, I have a question. Ooh, just as the music cuts out too. If it was actually that he inhaled it through a gas leak, if that was the way that he ingested the poison, wouldn't it have gotten into the tea? 'Cause, like, it would have absorbed into it, right? I don't think this is really gonna work out for us. Pretty impressive performance in court this morning. Sorry? Nothing. Forget it.
Just, I'm not complimenting you twice. Just make sure you don't disturb anything in here. Oh, he's a Tsunsun.
There he is! The man, the myth, the legend, after this break. Of course he showed up just when this happened.
Ugh. Okay, I shall return.
Cross-contamination is a bit too highbrow for his journey. Well, I guess we don't have to worry about that then. Alright, be right back.
Hello, I return. Aw,
Wait, why do I keep coming back every time someone's just like, well, I'm not here? You've been caught. But yeah. Nah, like, Ven did an amazing job with the design. Like... Why does this keep happening? Yeah, this isn't the first time either. I'm so sorry. It's okay, I'll move on for you. Hey look, it's Sholmes. What's he doing? He's looking at a funny coat. Should I talk to? Maybe I should talk to him first.
are you looking for new clues, Inspector? Lord Van Zeek's orders, yeah. Don't come back till you got something for me, he says. Oh dear. poor you.
Yeah, poor me, because we've already searched every bleeding nook and cranny in this place. I don't know what he expects, to be honest. Thank goodness for warm chips is all I can say.
Well, at least he's honest. Alright. What are you looking at? Mr. Sholmes, what are you up to over there? What a question indeed. Was it not your good self who asked me to attend the scene? Yeah, no, we did.
Oi! What are you doing here, Sholmes?
What are you up to over there? What are you doing here? Dear me, once a great detective, one is always under scrutiny, it seems.
Is now the time, Mr. Sholmes? Are you about to show us your forensic talents in action as you promised?
No! With the greatest of pleasure, my dear madam. No, and then the game ends. That's it. What's all this? That is incredibly high-tech for the time period. Oh, this is precisely what you requested, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh! He has one too! He has a gun too! A suspiciously shaped forensic science thing. Okay. Well, Iris had to get it from somewhere, I guess. Herlock Sholmes' sensational skin print seeker gun. You had no reason to make it look like an actual pistol, I'm pretty sure. Moments ago, I took a sample from the teacup that was used by the victim. A sample? From Mr. Shamspeare's cup. Shoot them with science. If they're not gonna admit it into court, I'm gonna make them. Oh shoot! Oh no! Oh no, hi! Thank you so much for the raid! Oh no! I have a hard cutoff today! Oh no! But yeah! Oh wait, I don't need to automatically shout out. But yeah! Hello! Welcome in! Hi, I have no brain cells, but theoretically I am the voice actor. I voice in games and anime and like a couple of commercials. I was a plastic bag one time. That was neat. Welcome in. I'm also VTubing. Hello, model move. And now my chat is bullying me, as per usual. I apologize in advance. Ara ara. There we go. I'm so sorry. Thank you for coming in though, and if you need a rest, go rest. If not, I have a little extra time. I don't. I have a hard cutoff in like 5 minutes, which really sucks. Oh, you should have seen how I got completely like bamboozled by a thing earlier today. Who has the brain cells though? Probably Sholmes. He also has a gun. Maybe that's where the brain cell is. Oh man. Oh, check Discord. Oh? Is it my raid being like, hey, finish up stream so you're not late? Oh, wait. Maybe I should- hold on. Oh shoot. Hold on. Logistical things. I might be able to stream longer today. Oh! Okay. Also, hi. Now I know what your username is. Now I know! Okay, I guess since you're in chat, just like, if we find someone, then let me know. If not, then I guess I'll keep going for now. Undetermined time to end. Exposed! I can't believe that Sholmes just shot them. I'm so sorry, that's a terrible joke. Okay. It's with science, it's not a real gun. I swear. Oh! Is it? I don't pay attention to that, I won't lie. Yo, Great Ace Attorney is really great. Sholmes is amazing. Yeah, alright, gotcha. Oh my god. Wait, why are you both in chat right now? No, wait, I can't be watched by my raid. No! Ah. Alright. Every individual leaves microscopic secretions on everything he or she touches. A sample of this, oh my god, no, my face is actually getting warm. Oh no, the embarrassment. A sample of those secretions is all I need to produce this, a refined indicator solution. By liberally spraying the room with this chemical, everything the victim touched is instantly revealed with the aid of these goggles. Here, try them on! I get to wear the goggles! There, now spray the chemical indicator about and all will be revealed. Spray? How do I do that exactly? Bang! Oh, a little press of the spacebar on the area you're interested in is all that's required. Like so. Oh! What is that stuff? It's like a fog. A suspension of the chemical indicator is a pressurized gas. It's the most efficient way to cover a large area. That was another invention I discovered incidentally whilst I was developing this idea. As you do. Go ahead, try it, my dear fellow. We may learn something interesting about the victim's movements on the night in question. Well, there's nothing to lose, I suppose. Let's explore. Wait. Did he eat it?
No, he didn't!
No, the envelope is not. What about... Ooh, okay. There is something there. Just casually, and I mean, he already has like high-tech goggles, so... Did not touch his laundry. Unwashed. Man is stinky.
Oh, thank you for the follow.
I don't know. What else? The chair? Ooh, okay. I thought I sprayed the soap. I guess not. Alright. Maybe I have to aim a little better for... Yeah, okay. I just have to aim better. Maybe he did touch his laundry. Hold on. Let me just... Okay, never mind. He is not stinky. He did, in fact. Did he touch the lamp? No shot. No. Hello. Why? Look, there are dozens of handprints here. So there are, a great many indeed. So much so that it's hard to make out any one individual print, in fact. Yeah, that's incredibly sus. Is there something behind the painting?
It sends a chill down my spine. If this was a different genre of game, we'd be in danger.
Perhaps he was leaning against the wall whilst he admired this. He's not gonna comment on the picture! Unless... Unlikely, I would say. It's a rather dull scene after all. That's where you put your hands on the cops search you. Yeah, it's, every criminal has to come to this exact location in order to be searched, actually. That's why there's so many prints.
And without wishing to state the obvious, you wouldn't generally admire a picture from such close quarters, I feel.
Oh, very true, Miss Susato. It's a bit of a mystery then. Well, actually, no, I was about to say, it can't be anything behind the picture because the print actually is on the frame itself. Well, That would explain why there's a box here, probably standing on the box for some reason. I wonder why. Was it something to do with, like, the lamp or, like, the gas or something? No. No! Jumin, put that thought back where you found it! That's not allowed here! No. We are not talking about their wrestling. We are not doing that. Move it aside. Hey, look, a stage. Please let me spray this instead. I love how the candle is still lit. I'm just gonna pointedly not look at anything else. Oh god, okay. Wait, what else am I looking for then? Hand painting practice? Yeah, sure. Am I looking for something else? What else am I looking for? I thought I got most of the room already. Unless there's something up here? I would think. Self-timeout, even you're grossed out? Oh, that's funny. It would, like, automatically take me out, I'm pretty sure. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep Discord open on the side as well. Actually, no, I don't need to. Alright. Where do I... Alright, time to do the technique of going in a circle until eventually the print reveals itself to me. Systematically. I'm pretty sure this is an actual technique, even if outdated. Like, you go in a spiral. We're Uzumakiing this. Is this guy Spider-Man? Potentially. Oh, what the heck? Oh, look at all this here. I think this might be from the... This one might be from the wrestling. Probably. Wait, why is there some white on those prints? The other ones don't have that, right? Ah, yes, interesting. A multitude of the victim's handprints.
Why are there so many of them on the floor in this one spot?
Oh, perhaps he had a bad fall just here?
There's nothing obvious that he would have tripped over, though, is there?
I wonder. Personally, I often stumble when there's nothing obvious to trip over. Honestly, big mood. Maybe just overlap? Maybe.
I think that's something only a great detective would do, Mr. Sholmes.
Okay, but if it's like 1 in the morning, sometimes you just trip. Well, this is quite a puzzle. Handprints all over the floor. Yes, there's no obvious explanation. The wrestling. Oh no! No! I need to delete that from my memory! Ah! No! What's my VTuber? Hi! I will take any avenue away from that previous thought. I'm Sei Sou. I'm a VTuber here. I'm a crow VTuber. What's up? How's it going? An omyoji of sorts. The floorboard looks off. I can't see it. It's actually very dark. Yeah, I'm a crow. It's so great. I am absolutely not gonna... Oh god, I wish I could delete that from my memory. Yeah, there's no explanation. None at all. I refuse to believe there is an explanation at all. Oh, yeah, no, that floorboard was not like that before. I love it when interactable objects look very different from the background. Well, we sprayed Mr. Sholmes' amazing skin print indicator all over this room, didn't we? And learned a lot of things that I did not want to learn.
We did, but there are 2 places in particular that are of interest, I would say.
Oh wait, actually, no. If there was something behind the framed picture, like, it would make sense for there to be prints on the frame because you have to remove it. So that means that there's something there might be something behind there. Huh. How would you know so much about floorboards? I am a floorboard expert. Yeah, because there's palm prints next to it and also like prints like one print on the frame, so for moving it, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Yes, and I think the floor warrants closer investigation. I won't be a moment.
She just pries it back without a crowbar. Oh, thank you for the follow. What is it, Mrs. Sato?
Look here, Mr. Naruhodo. One of the floorboards has popped out.
One of the... You mean... Oh no, we found his drug stash. It's a secret hiding place? Excellent work, Mrs. Sato. So, what do we have in here?
Oi! What are you not doing?
Inspector Gregson! I forgot you were there.
Stand aside right this minute. It's my job to investigate there.
No need, Inspector. You continue to dig into your portion of chips whilst we dig around the floor here.
The fancy talk's putting me off my food anyway, Sholmes. New bit of evidence is exactly what I need.
Can we just all look at the evidence, though? Okay, good. Wow, secret hiding place under the floor, and probably behind the painting. What a find.
It's not a hiding place you could make use of in Japan. I don't think I could lift straw tatami mat.
Although, I mean, they do have, like, underground fridges, right? It's for, like, storing veggies and stuff. Similar in concept, but I guess it's not a fake, hiding... It's not a hiding place. No, I know, but I never expected one of these wooden floorboards to move, either. Yeah, and storing ice and stuff, because, like, under the ground is gonna be cooler. It's got me wondering about the wall over there, too. Aren't you curious?
Oh! I'll investigate at once!
Seagull like, no, I'm supposed to be investigating.
I'm in the clear? Alrighty, I guess we're going! We are Sholmesing! You come back and the inspector's on the ground. Is he okay? He's totally fine. He's just doing as seagulls do, investigating. That's what seagulls do, right? I don't live next to the beach, so, you know, confirm or deny that one. Yeah, that's why that box is there.
There's nothing behind the picture, sadly. Only the wall.
Aww. How disappointing. Dang. They're great at investigating. They seagull everything. Exactly. Also, they're relentless and kind of terrifying. Beside the point. The floor is indeed made of floor. But what's under the floor? But then, how do you explain the handprints?
I really can't think of why anyone would have been touching the wall over and over in one place like that.
Oh god. Delete the memory. I don't want to think about that. Oh yeah, it's a Costco, definitely. Oh? There you are, a print for you. Thank you. I don't know if this is admissible evidence, but worth looking at. Oh, thank you very much. His invention can make prints too? Now then, wait, the glasses made the prints? I wonder if Inspector Siegel has found anything under the floor there. I'm desperate to know.
So am I!
We should have bust the wall in, honestly. Break the wall behind the picture. Maybe there's something there. Oh, wait. Is everything... Oh, it has new dialogue now. Alright. Sorry, Siegel. We got things to investigate. If you ran out of change, you wouldn't even have any light, let alone heat. For the needy, London's winters can be very harsh.
That's true. But if you think about it, even the wealthy would find themselves freezing if they ran out of small change.
London's winters can be very harsh for the forgetful too, then. Oh no, I'm screwed! I'm just gonna sit there and be like, huh, I feel like I'm forgetting something as I'm shivering and just chattering and freezing. Oh well, I'm sure it's fine. Frankly, I'm starting to wonder if Susato-san and I are going to make it to spring.
That's true. We don't even have a meter at Baker Street, let alone a gas stove.
Wait, then what's the... Don't they have a stove in their room? Is it... Oh, is it because it's not a gas stove? It's like a wood-burning stove or something? Look how dark the stain on the floor is underneath the meter there.
Yes, from all the water dripping out after the ice coins melted, as you established in court this morning.
It's a very large and obvious stain, isn't it?
Mr. Shakespeare must have used an awful lot of ice coins, I suppose.
Also, tea is a very staining thing. It was an ingenious idea. I'll give him that. The soap has something new.
So, it turns out that Mr. Shakespeare wasn't eating the soap at all.
That's right. The mystery of why he had it on a plate whilst holding a fork in his hand is solved.
Yes, to prize his latest ice coin out of its mold. And in the process, he accidentally broke the bars of soap in two.
It certainly was hard to imagine, let alone deduce. Teacup. Ah, the ill-fated teacups from which the two men drank on the ill-fated night.
During their heated literary debate, yes.
Who's stronger, Romeo or Juliet? Sounds like it was quite a discussion. I don't want to discuss this anymore.
Now I think of it, I'm sure that the two lovers in the play ended their lives with poison. No? Not fake death.
That's fiction, Mrs. Sato. Let's hope it stays that way. Are you saying they drank poison teacups together? They talk about tea right as you go to take a sip of some. I've been drinking tea this whole time too. Must have been a rough discussion. Yeah, they had a wrist wrestling match. And that is as much as I'm going to say on that subject. The sun never shines in this room, thanks to that depressing bricked-up window.
Yet, with enough determination, you can always remove the bricks to set some soap outside, can't you?
That sounds like a very wise life lesson, Mrs. Sato.
Only if you plan to follow a life of crime, Mr. Naruhodo.
Or if you want ventilation. I feel like that's kind of important. Anyway, hi, Inspector Siegel. I'd love to know if there's anything hidden under the floorboard there. Allow me to ask Gregson now. After all, we're well acquainted. Hello, best friend. Oh, sod off. Inspector Gregson, really, it's been too long. What is it, Sholmes? I thought perhaps you might show me what you found there, seeing as we're such good friends. Oh, wait, I was kidding. We're not friends. As good acquaintances. No, I suppose not. Oh no, wait, no, is he sad? A dismal failure. Yes, I heard. I'd kill to know what was under that floorboard. Oh. Gregson, how dare you? Are you feeling bad now? Be his friend, you monster. This is why seagulls are jerks.
Alright then. Fair's fair.
What?
You did discover the hiding place after all.
It's not like I want to show you it. It's not like I'm friends with you or anything.
Suppose I should at least fill you in.
Really, Inspector? Thank you! Do it quickly, my dear fellow. If there's one thing I know about this man, it's that he blows with the wind, as fickle as the weather.
Oi, stop making me out to be some kind of nut.
There were 3 items under the floor there. A newspaper clipping, a photographic print, and a tin box. Now, what do you want to know? Can you open the box to determine what is inside? Have we learned from the— oh wait, no, that was a future case! They don't know how boxes work! Uh-oh. All is lost. What is on that? What? Whose picture is that?
Looks like this was cut out of the paper about 3 months ago. It's about a convict who got sick and died while he was serving time up in Manchester.
How terrible.
Made the headlines down here in London as well. Bloke had been sentenced to death, you see, but nature got him first.
Oh my goodness, he'd committed a capital offense?
Man by the name of Selden. Nasty bit of work. Into burglaries and murder. They say the hoard he knocked off was worth about £1,000.
A hoard of treasure, you mean?
Jewellery and the like, but he'd hidden it somewhere and no one knows where. Now he's dead. Papers loved it, of course. £1,000 lost en route to hell, or some such was the headline.
Does it not strike you, though, why such an article would be so carefully ensconced under the floor? Yeah, it is weird. Maybe accomplices?
Suppose, now you mention it, does seem a bit odd. Perhaps I'll go over the paperwork we've got on Selden back at the yard and see if I can turn anything up.
Okay. Ooh, I will take a look at that later. Actually, I will take a look at that now. Hold on. Manchester Strangeways Prison. Oh, condemned criminal dies of natural causes in prison. Announced the death of convicted murderer and burglar Selden by natural causes in the early hours this morning. I kind of wanted— I was hoping for his full name, but I guess not. He had been suffering with fever since the end of October. Alerted by the shouts of his fellow cellmate, medical staff arrived to find him already dead, before his capital punishment could be carried out. What are the effects of strychnine again? Okay, no, nothing. It wasn't strychnine. I was just like, maybe they poisoned him. Okay. Maybe they were accomplices. Oh! Huh? Mr. Garadeb and Miss Green's, like, significant other. Oh my god, are they accomplices? But wasn't Mr. Garadeb on the jury for the last trial in the previous game? He can't be guilty, right?
So, this is the photograph I found. Looks reasonably recent to me.
Yes, it would appear to have been taken on the street in front of the house here. Oh, or this was the previous resident. Wait. Hold on. The artist is confirmed dead. This guy has shown up in pictures for both this guy and Green. We haven't actually seen him, so yeah, no, he is very dead. He died here. Are they here for vengeance? Were they plotting to kill Garadeb? Oh my god, okay.
And the gentleman on the left is Mr. Garadeb, the landlord, of course.
But who's the young man on the right? Mr. Garadeb's son, perhaps?
Perhaps. You can take the print if you like.
Really? Are you sure? We can presume, therefore, that the Yard already knows. The identity of the young fellow, that is. I have a reasonable idea of who this is. Is that true? Well, I don't think it's important.
Well, it's too bad if we do. Unfortunately for you lot, leaking information isn't one of my pastimes.
Except when you do. My dear Inspector, if I may be so bold as to point something out. Pastimes are for one's leisure, but this is for work.
All the more reason I'm not telling you.
Oh, don't start with the semantics. A dismal failure. Yes, I heard. The hidden photograph has been entered into the court record. Is there anything on that photograph? I wonder why a photograph like this was hidden under the floor. I mean, Mr. Shakespeare himself isn't in it. Photographic prints are still rare treasures in the East End. I imagine Mr. Garadeb was rather delighted to have been immortalized. He probably made a proud present of it. Let's take a look. Is it one of those that I can only... Okay, I can only examine like this. Never mind. Nothing new. Wait, did I... Yeah, no, I did. That one I can't flip over. Okay, do we know how a box works? Can we open it?
Now, this tin box looks interesting, doesn't it?
Cab cup? Might I suggest, Inspector, that you open it? God, I wish he was here for the last case! Oh my god. If he was there, it would have gone by so much quicker. Might I suggest you open the box? Okay, I'm never gonna let that go. If you were to find something inside that reveals the truth behind this case, I wouldn't be in the least surprised.
Yeah, funnily enough, I've already had a look. It's completely empty.
What? Shamspear, give us a clue, man!
Oh man.
You didn't even have the chance to utter a word, Mr. Naruhodo. But anyway, at least we found out what's inside the box.
Yes. Thin air. It's empty. Rather like how I feel inside. Is there nothing more to this box then? I wonder. And the one time we know how a box works, it doesn't work out for— Cat! Oh! Hello, friend! Oh my god, I hope we've been feeding you.
Oh look, it's that lovely little kitty cat. What was its name?
It's Mr. Natsume's, isn't it? I don't think we ever asked him, actually. Well, why don't we call it, Wagahai? You know, like Mr. Natsume, like how he refers to himself in Japanese. Oh, the poor devs. They could not, the translators could not translate this one. Wonder how he got in here. Clever cat.
Oh, wonderful. Well then, Wakahai, here's something delicious I brought for you from the cat's meat man.
The what? I hope we fed the cat yesterday. I'm going to assume that we fed the cat yesterday. Oh, little bean!
He couldn't be happier now. Look.
I just hope we can bring some happiness to his owner, too. The cat has a meat man? I guess so. The cat has a boat. Oh my god, he's making biscuits! Hello, friend. Hello. Can I pet the cat? Ah! Big stretch. It's okay. I have zoomed in on the cat. Well, that was a cheeky little meow, Wakahai. Aw.
Oh, but he's so adorable. I could sit and watch him forever. He's just napping.
I think he may not appreciate that after a while, and we have an investigation to get back to. Okay, that's unfortunately it. We shouldn't. He's taking a nap, but we won't bother him. Okay. I guess the last place is here. Let's do a little bit of interrogation. Get a ball of yarn and camera. Cameras are expensive, but I don't care. We're getting a photographic print of this.
Mr. Garadeb appears to be out.
Oh well, I suppose we'll just have to come back again later. Oh. Shoot. Is there something else in here then? Hold on. Maybe I didn't get the cue to, like, leave. Have I investigated everything? I wish I could investigate this. Do I have to look like... Nope. Don't need to figure out where the cat came from. That is not important. Whee! Doesn't seem like there's anything in this room. Okay. Are you sure we've asked everything we need to? I guess we haven't. We're going back! Okay, I have to present something to him then. What can I present? Can I present this? No. Mr. Natsume, it's nothing much, but... It's been too long since I've been offered a present with that delightfully humble etiquette of our homeland! No. This is not a present! What? You're too kind. No, that's evidence! Don't! No! I accept it gladly! Sorry, but I wasn't trying to give it to you, actually. What about the stove? I can check. I think I can examine it. Hold on. I'll double check, though. Yeah, there's nothing to examine here. Which is unfortunate. What do I present to you to get you to tell me your secrets? Do you know what this is? No, you don't. I'm just gonna hand everything to you and see what happens. Maybe the cups. Or I guess it would have to be new information. Hey, do you know who this guy is? Dang it! I was hoping you would know, because he's like, oh god, that person who died. Okay, do you know who this is? The armband? Oh, wait, he knows this? What's this? It's a newspaper cutting that we found in Mr. Shakespeare's room. So he knew, did he? Sorry? About this man, Selden. A convicted killer and the evil spirit behind the curse that afflicts my lodgings. Oh, wait, Selden is the one who was staying there then. Were they trying to find his treasure? This guy wasn't even a pirate and they're trying to find his treasure? What? He's already taken one young man's life, and now he's trying to take the life of another, a miserable, mustached, much maligned Japanese man! Mr. Natsume, if you know something, please, you must tell us. Tell us everything you can about this evil spirit. Alright. So he was the guy?
The truth is, I didn't know the details myself until very recently. That Selden man was arrested about a year ago now. And at the time, he was hiding out in lodgings at Mr. Garrideb's house.
What? He lived where you do now?
That's right, yes. Exactly where I live now, in my very room.
Oh my! Your room was previously occupied by a criminal found guilty of a capital offense?
But before his sentence could be carried out, he died in prison. That was 3 months ago now. And that's when it started, the curse.
What really is this curse you keep mentioning, Mr. Natsume?
It's already caused one death, a few months after the criminal passed away in prison. A man died in the room, the man who rented it after Selden, in fact. The poor lodger, he was found dead in mysterious circumstances. The room was locked from the inside.
Locked from the inside? Exactly like the case we're dealing with now. It was a gas leak. So, that's the convict's curse, is it? This is what happens when you don't have ventilation.
Yes, well, that was the start of it.
Do you have any idea how the lodger before you passed away, Mr. Natsume?
The official cause of death was asphyxia. When they discovered the body, the room was full of gas.
Okay, yeah, it was definitely a gas leak. Gas?
I only found that out after I'd signed the lease. When Mr. Garrideb came to tell me later, I couldn't stop myself trembling. In fact, if I'd known beforehand, I probably have been too scared to take the room. Landlord's lease, luckily legal!
Lucky for Mr. Garrideb, maybe. But not so lucky for poor Mr. Natsume. And now, you believe this curse is affecting you.
It is! At first, I just felt as though I was being watched all the time.
That would be the paranoia. And then you talked about having nightmares, didn't you?
The dead are trying to take me with them. They come for me and try to suffocate me. Just when I'm struggling to breathe, I wake up, and the room is as cold as ice.
And that would be because it runs out. Oh my god! Is the reason that he hasn't died from the gas leak because he hasn't, like, had enough money to keep the gas on, like, 24/7? Or not 24/7, but, like, you know, for long enough? Is that the reason?
But why is your room so cold?
London winters are too cold to bear without any heating on overnight. But for some reason, even though I light the stove before I climb into bed at night, the pilot light always goes out, and the room fills with gas.
But that's terrible. That's exactly the same situation as what led to the previous occupant's death. And then there's what happened to Mr. Shamspeare last night, when he was mysteriously poisoned. Are we gonna finally put 2 and 2 together? If we put 2 and 2 together here, that's actually concerning, because that means there's some other thing going on. There's clearly more to that incident than can be explained by a curse, though.
Whatever can be the cause of all these strange happenings in Mr. Garrideb's rooms?
Faulty piping. Huh. Okay, is there anything else I can show you? Visiting a cold, dark trail brings home the reality of crime and punishment. That's a different book. Is there anything else? Oh, maybe we can go here now. Maybe he's here now. He is. Maybe. There he is! Hey, where were you? Oh, you're here now, Mr. Garradeb.
Right, bally business it is for me, you know. Getting out and about.
Were you at the Old Bailey by any chance?
Naturally. Fate of my lodgings, hanging in the balance and all that. Not a trial to miss.
The fate of what's already been dubbed your haunted lodgings, yes.
Of course, the place has caused quite a stir around the capital on more than one occasion already. As the old haunted lodgings or some such.
Oh, well, at least he knows.
Makes you wonder what the blazes is going on, don't you know?
Yes, I'm sure it does.
Oh, hey, we brought Sholmes.
In fact, thinking back to Mr. Natsume's other trial just 2 days ago, you were at the Old Bailey then as well, weren't you? Testifying with your wife about what happened?
Stopped off at the prison on the way home. In fact, beastly business.
I see. Oh, wow, he just dematerialized that teacup.
So, what brings you to my haunted abode today, eh?
Well, he has a sense of humor. Good for him. Hey, buddy.
Some fishy fellow from the Far East and a failed actor chap of questionable character, huh? Yes, the house does seem to have become something of a magnet for rum fellows of late. Thanks to that bally curse.
The convict's curse, you mean?
Ah, heard the stories, have you? Rotten scoundrel was arrested here. Then the next chap in the room goes and keels over. Then there was that woman who dropped dead just outside on the street. Not to mention the actor yesterday.
Well, she didn't die.
Am I next, huh? Well, can't help but get the collywobbles, can you?
Oh, I can't even hope to pronounce that. Crescentic glomerulonephritis. Glomerulonephritis? Glomerulonephritis. Man, you know, when people ask about like oh, what specific thing or what specific medication or whatever, and it's just like, you want me to pronounce this? I can't fathom how to do that. Yeah, that's entirely valid. You'd probably just use some other, like, you know, easier way to say it. There's probably a more like layman or just colloquial way to say it.
Alright. When you say the woman who dropped dead outside on the street, do you mean Miss Green?
Because Miss Green, who was stabbed by the knife, and Mr. Shamspear, who was poisoned last night, are both very much alive still.
Yes, well, so is that blasted convict's curse, it seems.
Personally, I should be quite content with such lodgings. Well, he would have fun with that. A bath, a toilet, a fireplace, a fascinating history. Why, it sounds like the lap of luxury. I'm not so sure about that.
Well, there's no bath or toilet included, and no fireplace either.
But you do look out for your tenants, don't you? Don't you? By watching the rise and fall of the flames in your gas lamps up here.
Yes, never hurts to keep an eye on things, in case there are any mishaps or such like.
I think you've had your mishap already, sir. That's not helpful, Mr. Sholmes. Heaven forgive me. The words just came to my lips. Sholmes is a jerk, but, like, he's very entertaining.
Some fishy fellow from the Far East, a failed actor.
Wait, didn't he already say this? There's no need for that, Mr. Garrideb.
That's right. Mr. Natsume is in no way fishy. He has cats, so, you know.
He is undeniably peculiar, however. Is it right that he took the vacancy immediately after the previous tenant passed away?
Yes, that's right. I asked the estate agent to find someone and he popped up the very same day. Never come across a chap so keen for a place with a background, as it were.
I don't think it was the room's background he was keen on so much as the cheap rent, actually.
So, how long has Mr. Shamspear been lodging under your roof?
That failed actor chap. Let me see. Of course. Yes, it's been 3 months now. I'm quite sure of it.
Only 3 months. He's quite new here too, then. And to what do you owe your certainty in that regard, Mr. Garrideb, if I might ask?
Well, it was that Selden scoundrel, as it happens.
Selden? The convict, you mean? Do Selden and Shamspear have some kind of connection, then? Well, probably, given the newspaper clipping.
That convict chap, Selden, passed away in the clink 3 months ago now. You see, some malady or other.
Yes. We've seen the report from the newspaper at the time.
Well, it was only 3 days later that the tragedian showed his face. The actor fellow.
Really? Wait, how many days later? 3, okay.
Yes, I remember it quite distinctly.
Is this the place where Selden stayed? I'd love to stay there too. 'Tis small, this world we inhabit. Prithee, landlord, hear my request. I, the humble Shamspear, do desire to take thy room on the middle floor, offered erewhile for rent.
Terribly sorry and whatnot, but that won't be possible.
Oh my god, yeah, no, he's here for Selden's, like, £1,000 that was never found, and it's Soseki's room.
Already have a lodger on the middle floor. Ground floor room's vacant, though.
Nothing can be made out of nothing. Let me repeat mine will unto thee.
Those girls must be muffling your ears. The room on the middle floor's taken. It's ground floor or nothing.
Oh god, he's a Karen.
Very well. We have an accord.
Glad to hear it. Welcome to Briar Road.
Lo, what Shamspear dance to celebrate! Is that really a dance? He's dancing like a high schooler would in you know, in their spring what do they call those again? Spring formal or whatever, where you just jump in time to the music rather than do actual dancing.
From what I heard in court today, sounds like the chap was thieving gas.
It's nerf or nothing?
And he was 3 months in arrears with the rent, too. Yeah, the fellow was a bally player, all right.
Thank you for your candor, Mr. Garrideb. We are most grateful. By way of appreciation, allow me to say 1 or 2 words. Give me my robe. Put on my crown. What are you doing? Why did he do the nya? Why is he in a nya pose? No, wait. It's illegal. You can't just do that for the entire internet to see! Oh no! That's a redeem, sir! I have immortal longings in me. More like immortal nyings in me. Oh no, no! Well, you know, like, nya. I'm moving on. Me too. What has happened to you? Exactly. Shakespeare, my dear fellow, one of his most famous lines. Got him. GG. I wish to divulge my own learning of the subject, for I have a turn for literature too, you know. Oh, yes, about them cat girls. Sholmes understands that redeems are an excuse. Why not do what you want? I don't know if I want to do that. I guess Sholmes wants to. I guess I shouldn't judge. Perhaps you could turn your attention to more apt lines then. Okay. Moving past the cat thing. What was the— okay, give me my robe, put on my crown. So it has to do with the thing he was investigating earlier. He was looking at the robe and crown. Immortal longings, again, it's probably hinting at the fact that they're looking for the treasure. So I'm pretty sure it's apt, it's just no one realizes. Catlock Sholmes, no! Catnip Sholmes. Can I show you this? Oh, I can! Mr. Garrett, could I ask you to look at this photograph? Is that your son who's with you there?
No, not at all. He was a lodger here once. Duncan Ross.
Is that a Bob Ross reference?
Was his name?
Duncan Ross.
A street photographer happened to be passing, so I asked him to take a shot. Just for kicks, really.
Look at this graph. He already has a bad enough drug problem, he doesn't need catnip.
Was he by any chance the lodger before Mr. Natsume?
Yes, that's right.
Ah, the young gentleman who died in the room in mysterious circumstances. Just what Mr. Moustache was waiting for, one might say.
Yes, young Duncan lived in the room at the top of the first flight of stairs before that Japanese chap.
Dunkin' Donuts. Nah, that's a different one. That's the baker down the street. Would you mind telling us a little more about him? Alright.
Yes, Duncan Ross. Young chap was attending art school. Had to work to pay for it, mind. Moved into the middle floor room about a year ago, after that criminal Selden was arrested. Young students are always on the hunt for rooms with a history behind them.
A history of cheap rent, maybe. Yes.
Yes, well, anyway, it was one morning about a month ago now. Hadn't quite worked out the old trick of watching the gas lamps to see what my lodgers are up to at the time. So, sadly, I was rather tardy to discover what had happened. The smell of gas that alerted me, it was.
Yeah, that's... I don't want to say that's fair, because the guy died. But yeah, no, the smell of gas alerting you. Ah, yes. Synonymous with the smell of death.
Called the police straight away, of course, and the officer kicked the door off its hinges.
Because, what is it? The gas that we use in, like, gas stoves, at least today, they don't actually have a smell in them. The smell is added on purpose so that, you know, we don't die of asphyxiation or poisoning.
But once we got inside, we all badly collapsed.
Because of the gas.
Yes, room was full of it. No air at all. Stove must have gone out while the poor chap was sleeping in his bed. So, Mr. Ross suffocated to death.
Of course, the police gave me a sound ticking off because the gas pipes were so old and all that. Can't tell you how much it set me back to have the lot replaced all over the house.
Wait, so you replaced them?
Ah! Oh no. Well, I guess we'll come back to the gas leak mystery after a little bit of stretching.
Ugh.
Do I get more tea? Or maybe I just drink water now. Decisions. I'll switch to water. I should probably stop having tea. That's probably not a good idea. To have consistently? That doesn't sound good. Anyway, I'll be back. Hello, I return. So, apparently, he replaced all of the pipes. And I don't believe him because there are still issues. But even after you had all that work done, Mr. Natsume says the same thing. That the stove goes out at night whilst he's asleep in bed.
Well, that's a bally curse! The convict's curse! I've done my duty as a landlord now.
Someone's feeling defensive. Oh good, he bought the cheapest available pipes that, were in fact not good pipes still. Never trust your landlord, honestly, yeah.
Oh, that reminds me, actually.
Yes?
About young Duncan, the night before the poor chap perished. He'd been writing a letter of affection to a young lady.
A love letter, you mean?
How would he know that unless he read the letter? Why? Why would you look into the privacy of a dead man?
Yes, where did I...
You kept it?! Why?!
Where did I put it now? Ah, here it is. Left it on my desk.
Why do you have this? If you'll excuse me, let me see now. What does it say? To my most beautiful and charming sweetheart.
Do you think that we should be reading such a personal piece of correspondence?
My dear Mr. Sato, that is precisely why I prefaced my reading with, if you'll excuse me, and there's no one to stop me, because he's dead. He's the new Hosonaga, but the thing is, Hosonaga is likable. Anyway, Hosonaga has honor to him, even if he does, some not-so-legal things, but we don't need to worry about that.
I will not excuse you, Mr. Sholmes. No.
Bad! Spray bottle.
Sadly, didn't address it though. So, I've no means of delivering the thing. Rather sad, really.
Oh, he took it at first because he was trying to find a way to deliver it. Okay, that's kinda noble. Okay. And then he forgot about it. That's less okay. I see. That's going to play on my mind.
But really, the identity of Mr. Ross's sweetheart has no bearing on the...
Oh, you're starting to sound like Lord Van Zeeks. You're... Oh, don't say things. Don't tempt fate. It is going to be absolutely relevant.
I think we should leave well alone.
Yes, I suppose you're right. Indeed, the intended recipient's address is missing. However... Is there a name? There is a name attributed to the man's most beautiful and charming sweetheart. It's gonna be Miss Green.
Mr. Sholmes, please, I've already had to chastise you about this once.
No. Oh, wow! Pointedly ignoring her! My undying love to you, my colorful darling, Olive Green. Oh no, it's suddenly relevant! Olive Green? The woman who was plunged into a coma after a knife plunged into her back outside this house 5 days ago. The victim of the last case Soseki-san was in court for, who regained consciousness only yesterday. Is it just chance that her name has come up now? Could it possibly be a mere coincidence? Oh, it never is.
Mr. Naruhodo, whatever can this mean?
Reading personal correspondence can have its merit, you see, Miss Susato. Oh, that's so condescending. Oh, man. Well, we can deliver it now, I guess. If she hasn't left yet. If she hasn't left her, Oh, I hope she hasn't left yet so we can give her the letter. She's still here. I see her back. Question. Was that scratch in her bag always there? I don't remember that. The heck is that vehicle? Okay. Is that like a helicopter or something? Okay, anyway.
Mr. Naruhodo, I've just finished speaking with the doctor. It seems Miss Green is well enough to be discharged at last.
The rat made it. Wait, hold on. Is there something next to the figure as well? Like the drawing figure? Because that looks new as well. It's like a piece of wood or something? I have no idea what that is. Also, I think I missed something. This is good news, but hopefully just before she leaves. Okay. What is it? Huh? Miss Green! What was that? She clearly just hid something behind her back. Did we just save her life?
One moment. I'll be with you in a jiffy.
Was she just about to commit Sudoku?
Oh, hello, everyone. Well, what are all you doing here? The doctor has said I can be discharged, so I'm just getting my things together. Miss Green? What were you just doing? Oh, nothing. Really? I was just about to take some medicine the doctor prescribed for me, that's all.
Well, we were hoping to have another quick chat with you, if that's all right.
I don't really have anything else to tell you.
All right, she's definitely behaving strangely. Let's see if we can't coax something out of her. Am I allowed to look at this? The doctor prescribed the whole bottle, yeah, and also a note. Oh, I can't even look at the scratch on her thing. I can't look at that either. This is the card that Miss Green was looking at so intently before, isn't it?
Mr. Naruhodo, we shouldn't be peeking at a young woman's private effects.
Right, I should save peeking for gentlemen's effects only.
You mustn't do that either.
Dang it. Maybe you, Mrs. Sato, shouldn't be peeking into a young man's mind either, This is the bottle that Miss Green was just about to drink from when we arrived.
Yes, she looked rather preoccupied, didn't she?
Perhaps it's very bitter. I can't stand bitter medicine.
I suppose that could be it.
In fact, whenever a doctor prescribes me medicine for a number of days, I always take it all at once. Don't do that! No! Clearly she needed mana. Yes, exactly, definitely.
Oh no!
Well, if you have to take something you don't like, it's best to get it all out of the way in one go, isn't it?
Oh dear. And I thought it was Miss Green I should be worrying about at the moment.
Ah. For having examined Miss Green's bottle before it falls to the floor. Oh no! It's going to fall to the floor! The achievement's spoiled! What happened? Anyway. Hey, friend. It's wonderful news that you're going to be discharged, Miss Green.
Yes. I mean, thank you. Once people are better, the hospital staff don't want them lingering and wasting space. Not people like me, anyway. So, I don't think I should keep anyone waiting. I probably shouldn't stand around and chat.
She certainly doesn't seem to be in the mood to talk, that's for sure. Hey, do we have the letter? We don't even have the letter on us, what? I mean, here's the thing. I do see that the envelope that she has is green. Dang it! Miss Green, about this.
Could you just hold that there for a moment? Don't move.
Sorry?
No, the aesthetics are all wrong.
Is it wrong that I feel so thoroughly rejected? Okay, if it's not that yet, then maybe this one. Miss Green, we were hoping to ask you about someone. Mr. Duncan Ross, you, knew him, didn't you? Oh no! Oh no, I'm so sorry. The bottle of medicine fell down when she did. Oh dear, she's gonna have to be hospitalized again. We just gave her a concussion.
Oh, Miss Green, are you all right?
Is it medicine or poison? I guess we'll find out later. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to startle you like that.
No, it's all right. I just wasn't expecting it. But how do you know about Duncan?
A stamina potion? Maybe.
Mr. Ross had been writing a letter when he passed away. The landlord found it in his room. It, was a very personal letter to you. It was at the art school. That's where I met Duncan. A year ago now. He was working to fund his studies. He dreamt of becoming a professional artist one day. And the two of you became romantically involved? Yes, that's right. We were very much in love. We were engaged to be married, actually. That's why he decided to move into a cheaper room, to save money for the wedding.
And that's what led him to Mr. Garridub's.
Yes. He told me he'd found the worst but cheapest room in the entire East End. And then, 1 month ago, that's when it happened. We're so terribly sorry, Miss Green. Well, it's all in the past now, I suppose. Oh, poor Miss Green. She looks desperately sad.
I was starting to think that's just her look. Dude, she's grieving. It's been like a month. That is not a lot of time. You're still grieving. Like, come on. You should understand, actually. But now I see that she has every reason to feel the universe is against her.
I do hope you won't think I'm being rude, but... would you mind leaving me in peace now? I have to leave the hospital soon.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We didn't mean to hold you up. Can we give her the letter, at least? Oh, hi, what? Hold on. Of course, we'll be on our way. Who said this? Sholmes? Oh my god! Why did he spin? He just spun into scene! We're not allowed to let her go in peace, no. Nope, the moment he steps in, no one's allowed to be in peace. Surely you're not about to leave, that's quite out of the question. What, Mr. Sholmes, I didn't realize you were here. But of course I was, my dear fellow, watching intently from the shadows as always. He's in the walls. Oh no. Well, make your presence known next time.
Mr. Sholmes, what's this about?
Something which occurs to me with some regularity, Mrs. Sato, is this. Why do detectives insist on such an ex post facto modus operandi? I definitely mispronounced that. Why solve a case after it's happened, instead of preventing a case before it happens? That is what sets a great detective apart. What do you mean? There is a case waiting to happen under our very noses, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, I know what it means. I just, I can't pronounce Latin. So, let us avert disaster. Let us prevent this case from ever happening, with nothing but careful observation. I love mood breaker Herlock Sholmes. Oh no, don't apologize, you're totally good. Listen, my brain cell's gone. That's a fair thing to assume that I don't know. Is it not Latin? Oh god. Well, time to turn in my went to school card. Oh no. Hey, alright, let's do something. It's, yeah, see, distraction. All the clues you need are set before you. You need only look and you cannot fail to see. Oh, okay. You could have said it was a lot of things and I probably would have believed you just then. Maybe there's some gas in my room right now. Heck.
You can do it, Mr. Naruhodo. I know you can.
You know, one time... I guess speaking of that, one time... No, not mold. There was a There was gas in my house. Okay, let me rewind. I had a fight with my mom, and this is important because I went to my room to sulk. This was a while ago, by the way. I was younger. I was an angsty teen. I was in my room, and I had my window open, and that's important. And my room is upstairs, also important. And so I was sitting there, you know, being sulky and angry, and after like. Shoot, I don't remember how much time. I'm gonna just say an hour. I hear my mom going upstairs to go to her room. And I, like, at that point, I'm feeling like, you know, remorseful enough to, like, you know, apologize, make amends, because I didn't want to leave things like that. Anyway, I open the door, and instead of, you know, and then she turns around, and instead of, like, apologizing, I just went, wait, what's that smell? And, you know, my mom, expecting a different conversation, and she just goes, wait, what? And then a look of realization hits her face, and she books it for downstairs. Here's another thing. My mom has lost her sense of smell. And that's also kind of important. So I just walk out, go, wait, what's that smell? She goes down there. Turns out, and we have a gas stove. And it turns out that her clothes had hooked onto one of the stove, like knobs, and turned it just slightly enough for the gas to start leaking, but like not for it to start sparking, so she couldn't tell that it was. And I didn't realize until that, like, much later, because I had a window open, so it was actually not as strong in my room. So yeah, I guess that was one way to resolve our fight, in that, like, we had a crisis and then just kind of went, okay, yeah, no, we're good now. It's okay, we're fine, we're okay. Everything's okay, and now we both get to be paranoid about looking at the knobs before we turn in for the night. I think that's gonna be a forever thing. So, Anyway, gas leak story aside, nothing like a good life-endangering event to bring hearts together. Exactly! A core memory. Yeah, that was a core memory. That kitchen has a lot of fun memories. Like that time I slipped, and while trying to show off a roundhouse kick, and then it kind of hit my chin on the ground, and now I have a scar. Makes you glad you have an electric stove? No, that's totally fair. I will say that I prefer a gas stove just because, like, it's a lot easier to adjust temperatures when cooking with it. But that's just personal preference, honestly. I'm sure that there are just better electric stoves than what I had in undergrad. It was a really bad stove there. It could barely cook anything. Yeah, that could have been bad. It's a good thing. That actually also reminds me of an entirely separate event. Maybe my sense of smell is like a little sharp. Oh god, I am a cat. There was this one time. Induction stoves are really good. Oh, that's good. But, and yeah, also, I mean, it might be that just like induction stoves are like, electric stoves have gotten better. But yeah, old style ones are really, really bad. Oh no, you're not weird. It's, it depends also on like how old your electric stove is. Like the older ones are meh. But yeah, sense of smell, one time, it was like some holiday or something. There were a bunch of people there. I go downstairs and I'm in the kitchen. I'm just like, I smell something weird. It's not gas, by the way. I smell something weird, but the thing is, I'm the only one who smells it, basically. I'm just like, it smells like rotting meat in here. It's really weird because there's no meat anywhere. And, like, nobody else smells this thing, and I think I'm going crazy because it's just not leaving. And I just keep thinking that I'm smelling it somewhere. And it took, like, a couple of hours of me thinking I'm losing my mind and, like, you know, going on about this while everyone looks at me like I've grown a second head, that I finally, like, my sister actually also just like, wait, no, I also smell something. And that was our cue to start, like, investigating. And I'm just smelling around now. And, oh god, yep, cat energy, just sniffing around. And I realize it's coming from the counter. So, turns out, what happened was that, my parents had grabbed the wrong spray bottle for cleaning things. Instead of grabbing the cleaning spray, they had grabbed pesticide. We cleaned it. And I was proven to be not crazy. And, yeah. Yeah, it's practically the same thing, right? We didn't ingest anything. It's why the smell was so faint, to be fair. If there was, like, enough to, like, physically harm us, I think the smell would have been, like, palpable enough for other people to smell. Because it wasn't just my mom in the room, there were other people there. So, yeah, that happened. Did you know that pesticides smell like rotten meat? Anyway, I didn't know until that point. Right. What were we doing? Wait, what were we doing? Huh? I thought we were supposed to be... Oh my god, the rat's dead! No! No! Goodbye. Alas, poor rat, I knew thee well. That mouse seems to be dead. Look, I didn't notice it there before. Did you? Wait, wasn't the rat... Wait, was the rat, like... Was the rat there when Sholmes was in the hospital? Maybe the rat lives? Or is it the rat's twin brother? Like... Maybe it's a sleeping medicine, right? It probably isn't.
I think perhaps it drank the medicine that spilled out of the bottle.
Tom did it. Oh god, Tom finally did it.
But that's the bottle that Miss Green was about to drink from when we arrived.
I mean, we all knew what she was going to... You don't think... Ah, I see you come to appreciate the true nature of this scene. That of a tragedy about to take place. Yes, I think it's falling into place. Miss Green, the contents of the bottle you had before has spilt out on the floor. And the poor mouse that drank it has sadly died. I think it's clear that the bottle must have contained a powerful poison.
Don't worry. I will attend to the mouse presently.
Oof. Miss Green, were you intending to go the same way as that rodent? Because we're not allowed to say suicide in this game. To take your own life. Oh wait, no, they did say the word. Never mind. Once we'd left, you would have put it to your lips again, wouldn't you? And taken the poison.
No! Miss Green, please talk to us.
Oh man, can I talk to you about this? Yup, okay, alright. 10 seconds later, and we would have arrived at a very different scene here. In all probability, we would not have enjoyed this most delightful conversation. Of course, perhaps it hasn't been quite so delightful from your perspective, Miss Green.
Actually, in a way. Now that everything's out in the open, I feel like a weight has been lifted.
Tell me, how did you acquire that medicine? Oh yeah, who gave you it?
Well, with this being a hospital and all, when the doctor comes to examine me in the mornings, he always leaves the medicine cabinet open for a while, so I snuck this out when he wasn't looking.
What kind of a medicine is this if it killed a mouse on the spot? It conspicuously lacks a label. I wonder what it contains.
I'm afraid I don't really know. But I thought if I drank it, it might just stop the pain somehow. Oh, please, Miss Green, don't talk of such things.
Well, it seems clear now that it contains poison. That's also true. It might have just been too strong for a mouse's body to handle.
Yes, that poor little mouse is proof of that.
Although, if a mouse, like, you know, that quickly died from that, I think if she chugged the whole bottle, yeah, would have been too much for a human to handle.
Oh no, it's all my fault. What have I done?
I shall remove this to my office, Miss Green. I take it you have no objection.
No, none.
Yeah, that makes sense. I do know that you can like give allergy meds to, you know, to dogs and stuff. Is there anything? Can I not give her the letter? Please? Can I talk to her? Do we just I don't want to leave her here. I really don't want to leave her here. Like in this particular instance? What do we talk to her about? Oh god. I need an excuse to stay here. Can we? Oh god, I don't want to talk more about these things. I just wish we could give her the letter. I don't know. Can I give you this? Nope. Okay. Nope, nope.
I can't just leave her here.
That's... Do we look at the card? That also oh my god, I think we look at the card. Oh no. I don't fancy doing this. It definitely feels as though this card must be relevant. I mean, when we first arrived, Miss Green was standing with it in her hand in what can only be described as a very tense atmosphere.
Yes, it may very well be related to whatever incident Mr. Sholmes believes was about to happen here. Perhaps we should ask Miss Green about it.
Okay. And now I can talk to her. Okay, she's not trembling anymore. That's good. I think that's because I showed her the evidence that's not relevant, though. She probably would have still been shaking otherwise. Okay, that envelope was there. At the scene. Why was it there?
Did she write it? No. Neither the sender's name or address appear to be written on the envelope or the card. It arrived by post at my home the day before the incident that put me in the hospital here.
I have information regarding the death of Duncan Ross. Come to the Slug and Salad on Briar Road at 5 p.m. on the 17th. Don't tell anybody else about this letter or the meeting. It is a matter of utmost importance. Like, clearly it came from Mr. Shamspear, but why would he have the torn envelope there? Like, why would he have opened the letter if he sent it? Wait a minute, the 17th of this month? Oh, hold on, I will reset that real quick. Guys, I just realized something. I forgot that the time before this, the game would freeze. Oh god, I think I lost all my progress. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh no, it's been a while since I saved! Please, please don't. Last time, it was fine. I don't think I'm allowed to get away with it this time. Oh no. Please come back. I beg of you, come back. If I give you enough time, will you come back? There are autosaves, but I don't know. I don't know how long it's been. Yep, that was my bad. In my defense, the last time this happened, it did not actually crash. Ah, boy. I think I have to restart it. Okay. Hold on. Yep, it is fully frozen. That's fun. I have to actually use the task manager. Oh, man. No, it's not your bad! The audio acting up is absolutely my interface's fault. No, like that, it would have gotten worse, most likely. Because, like, sometimes my interface screws up where, like, I start hearing crackling from everything. And, sometimes the opposite happens. So... Alright, y'all ready to see where we are? We are in the hospital! So... Maybe we get away with this. Okay, it's not too far behind. I'm also gonna turn on the thing that lets me click through it faster. Hold on. Let me turn that on. I'll turn it off later. It's okay, this is actually not that far behind. I am pressing spacebar and clicking to see if that goes faster. Yeah, no, I thought it was way further behind. This isn't that bad. Okay. Oh no! We gave her a concussion again! Ah! Nothing of note. Okay, I have to look at this. And then we talk about this. And now, we go over here. And we could talk. Oh, right, we have to do this one first. Hold on, we did this entire one. I'm so sorry, Miss Green. I didn't want you to have to go through this again. And then we take the bottle. It's a very suspicious bottle. It's very bright pink liquid. Okay. Okay. And then we were around here. Address. Weird, ominous letter. The 17th of this month. Okay, now I can go and turn this off now. That's actually not that bad. Alright. I think last time it was much further back. It did just save on me. Okay. That's the day you were stabbed on Briar Road.
And 5 p.m.
is precisely the time when the incident occurred. The Slug and Salad, yes, a pub on the northern corner of Briar Road. I was about to say Briar Street for some reason. Briar Road being the street that Mr. Garadeb's house is on.
Does this mean that... Yes, I'm sure you've guessed. That day, when I was struck in the back by the knife, I was actually on my way to the Slug and Salad. Goodness!
So, that's what you were doing on Briar Road that day.
I'm sorry I didn't say anything before. I think I really will have to ask you to excuse me now. I've told you everything.
Yes, I'm very sorry to have had to drag up such painful memories for you.
No, it's fine. Miss Green? Please, promise us you won't try to do anything like that again? Yes, don't worry. Your detective friend has the bottle now anyway. And besides, I've been stabbed in the back and had a close shave with a bottle of poison, And I'm still here. I think I'm destined to see things through to the end. It might sound a little conceited, but, well, that's how all this has made me feel.
Hey, whatever helps you get through, yeah? Leaving Miss Green and St. Bartholomew's behind, we made our way back to Baker Street with Mr. Sholmes. Oh, it's night now. Well, it would appear we've reached the end of the investigative trail for today. Yes, it's late. And, Mr. Naruhodo, did you discover anything that may be of use to you in court tomorrow, do you think? Details about Mr. Shamspeare, Mr. Garretib's lodgings, the convict Selden. There are many facets to this case, and we're yet to see the heart of it, if you ask me. That's my feeling, anyway. Man, you know, they weren't kidding when they said that the cases in this game are longer than the previous one, because this is like 2 cases worth. Might as well treat it like that. We're going to trial twice, so.
I can't help wondering about the results of the analysis.
Into Mr. Natsume's tea, you mean?
Yes. Will they have found strychnine in it or not?
Well, I fear that either way, it will be hard to escape the grip of our friend Mr. Reaper.
Oh dear.
Yes, Barak Van Zeeks. But I wish you every success, of course. And though I was late to rise this morning, tomorrow will be a new dawn. I intend to spring from my bed at a crisp hour and attend the trial. Please do!
Mr. Sholmes, you're going to come?
Indeed, whatever happens, I shall be there, assuming my eyelids cooperate in the morning. I can't wait for him to say I will be there, and then he doesn't. Well, I think we've done all we can. All that's left is to remain focused and keep fighting for Mr. Natsume's cause until the very end. Hey, title theme. Random question. I know that, like, what was going on with the background? I know there were, like, little particle effects, but it was only, like, under the houses. That can't be snow, right? Is that, like, house dandruff? What's going on? Anyway. London, the world's most prosperous city, home to some 6 million people. But away from the razzle-dazzle, down back alleys and behind bricked-up windows, the lonely lurk. Soseki-san had battled long and hard with loneliness during his many months here. And so, I felt honor-bound to battle equally hard for my compatriot, to lift the curse that gripped him. As Mr. Sholmes said, tomorrow would be a new dawn. For all of us. Soseki won't see it because he's underground. Poor guy. Alright, I think it is trial time. If only I had saved earlier. Alright. February 9:23 a.m. The Old Bailey. Defendants. Antechamber. Ah! Out! Out! Why? What the heck was that about? What are we seeing in my face? Was he, like, actually in Ryunosuke's face? We're not gonna talk about that? No, don't zoom in enhance, I don't want to! He is a cat indeed, that is what cats do.
This is it then, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes, it's time to put an end to this now. He's trying to non-exist, but what? He doesn't have to do that in my face, I'm just saying. To the miserable curse that has been plaguing Mr. Natsume. To everything.
And in my own small way, I shall do everything I can to help you.
I always appreciate your help, Mrs. Sato. Suffering! Soseki! Selfishly sidelined! I don't think you were sidelined. You were up close and personal. Good morning to you too, Mr. Natsume. Good morning! Good morning, locum student, Mr. Naruto Esquire! Listen to you two chatting away happily as if the main player of today's trial isn't here! Oh, is this the start of his ego? Why would you do that? Why?
Oh, dear, we didn't mean to cause offense, Mr. Natsume. I thought perhaps that because you had your eyes shut so tightly, you were meditating, finding inner calm.
Nah, he's experiencing inner turmoil.
It seemed wrong to disturb you.
I was waiting! What's the matter, Mr. Natsume? You seem different somehow today. Why, naturally, that's because I've attained spiritual enlightenment. The path of literature, you see, is a journey to discover one's own death. Or such like. That's the sort of morning conversation I was hoping for. That's why I had my eyes shut. Wow, he's like Sholmes. How dare you not notice me? I, missed the signs, I'm afraid. Somehow. You'll have to forgive me.
And you mustn't talk of your path leading you to death, Mr. Natsume.
That was just an example! Oh, yes, there it is. Inner calm. You barely came to see me at all yesterday. I was sure you'd abandon me and return to our beautiful, long-lost homeland.
We've not even been in Great Britain a week yet.
Yes, well, anyway. I intend to set everything straight in court today. I'm determined to uncover the truth. He has attachment issues, him and Sholmes both. I've actually reached an important decision myself. Oh? What sort of decision? Actually, no. Sholmes doesn't have attachment issues. He just... What do I even call it? He just really wants to be noticed. I shall fill you in after the trial. Alright.
It would seem Mr. Sholmes isn't coming today after all. It's a very clever message, I think. My dear fellows, you must win this battle on your own merits.
It's a very clear message, I think, that he's overslept again. The great detective, my arch nemesis. Long may he stay away, if you ask me.
Defendant and your legal representative. The trial is about to begin. Make your way into the courtroom immediately.
I can't wait for us to walk in and find Sholmes like hanging on the ceiling or something. Today, once again, we face the Reaper. And when the Reaper stands for the prosecution, the defendant's fate is sealed. But I don't believe in that legend any more than I believe in Soseki-san's curse. The truth is hidden here somewhere, and I won't let it escape me. I have to keep believing in my client and keep fighting to the very end. That's all. I wouldn't put it past Sholmes to like descend from like a grappling hook or something. Like genuinely. Oh man, imagine if it's just like after Van Zieks like tosses his wine bottle, you just hear Sholmes go, "Ow, what the heck?" I'm looking for Sholmes, I won't lie. Okay, he's not here.
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session.
Unless, actually, you know, I think I might cut it off here today, just because, like, this might be a good spot to cut it off for right now. Because I don't think I'm gonna find a good stopping point after I start this trial. I don't know, I just have this feeling that if I continue, I'm gonna have to continue for a couple hours, and that's probably not ideal. Health something. But I will be back tomorrow, so you don't have to wait too long. Hopefully we'll get through the case tomorrow. I actually have no idea how long this trial is gonna be. Actually, it's gonna be longer than 3 hours. There's no doubt in my mind that it's gonna be longer than 3 hours. I'm not gonna finish this tomorrow. I've got a crow. Anyway. Oh, that sounded much worse than it actually was. Okay. Pray that the mic won't act up again? Let's be real, technology hates me. I wouldn't be surprised if all my technology colluded to, you know, with the raccoons, maybe. Let us see who I can go raid. Let's see. Man, if I had gone at my normal time, there would have been more people to raid. Regardless. You know what? Okay, Rin again, I guess. There's not a lot of people on right now. I can't keep raiding Rin. But, alas. Anyway. So, raid free. I don't know what those commands are. But yeah, I will be back tomorrow, hopefully with more brain cells in my brain. I don't think that there are going to be. I'll look for them. I don't think I'll find them though. Regardless. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for putting up with my whatever the heck is bouncing around. Whatever Windows screensaver is bouncing around in my head. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. And heck. Thanks and have a good night, morning, whatever time zone it is. Bye-bye!